on the Rogues streaming network. Medford Rogues Baseball is on the air. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of your Rogues, Brian Welch.
From Medford, Oregon, Medford Rogues Baseball is on the air as your Rogues will be taking on the Seattle Studs for the first game of a 4-game series at Harry and David Field. Hi everybody, I'm Brian Welch of the Rogue Streaming Network. Glad to be a part of your Thursday evening wherever you may be watching or listening to Medford Rogues Baseball. Happy opening day from the Rogue Valley. For the first time in 5 years, Medford Rogues Baseball is back on the air, and it's my honor and pleasure to bring you the play-by-play story night in and night out on this 2025 season. A lot of new faces in this Rogues dugout this season for the 2025 campaign, starting with a new head coach. As head coach Nate Esposito took the job at CISA in the offseason, the Rogues hired Grants Pass native Kevin Olmsted, an assistant coach at Oregon Tech. As Kevin Olmsted's philosophy, he wants to win every game, but also he wants to make his players play well throughout the whole entire season, and also have them play well on the field and also be good young men off the field, as Kevin Olmsted is bringing a lot of excitement to the Rogue Valley and Harry and David Field for this 2025 season. The Rogues have a lot of new players to this roster, but a lot of notable returners come back from the squad, from last year's squad, as it is Hayden Van Ackeren as well as Troy Osborne. You'll be hearing from Troy in a matter of moments on the Rogues pregame show, as the Rogues getting ready to take on the Seattle Studs for the first game of a 4-game series in Medford, Oregon. As for the Seattle Studs, this is a squad that has made the trek down to Southern Oregon for the past 15 seasons. So the Studs are very familiar with the friendly confines of Harry and David Field, and it's the perfect matchup to kick off the 2025 Summer Collegiate Baseball season. As Medford is in their second season in the Pacific Empire League, the Rogues would like to try to get themselves some hardware as they finished in the bottom of the league last year. Rogues trying to do one better and try to get themselves some improvement for this 2025 campaign. I'd like to welcome you to the Rogues pregame show, where I was able to sit down with head coach Kevin Olmsted for a one-on-one conversation. Plus, I was able to sit down with Grants Pass's own Troy Osborne. Those two conversations are coming up right after the break. As you can see on your screen, the fans are finally in for opening night 2025. It's picture-perfect weather in Medford, as it is Chamber of Commerce weather in the heart of Medford. Current temperatures right now at the ballpark at Harry and David Field, and it is 78 degrees in the Rogue Valley. It's game one of this 4-game series. It's Seattle, it's Medford, and it's all coming up next on the Rogue Streaming Network.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Every day the Rogues play at home, it's a different promotional night. Tuesday is Chick-fil-A night and Thursday is Thirsty Thursday, just to name a few. To find out which promotional day works for you, go to our website, medfordrogues.com. And as always, go Rogues! Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Welcome back to the Rogues pregame show. This is our new segment called Getting Rowdy, the Rogues player profile, and we're joined by Grants Pass own Troy Osborne. Troy, how are you?
I'm good, just living the dream.
When you found out that Kevin Olmsted was the head coach of the Rogues, what was your first emotion?
I was excited because I know he brings a lot of energy. I've known him from the past, so I knew it was going to be a great year to get better and just show what I got on the field. Yeah.
And this is your third year with the Medford Rogues, and it feels like time flies when you're having fun. And you were talking to me about your experience with the Rogues. Your first year, don't correct me if I'm wrong, you were a junior going into your senior year as a Rogue?
Yes, I was still in high school going into my senior year, committed to Sacramento State. So, yeah, I was super young, but got to learn a lot from older guys.
And what would you tell your younger self when you first walked into the Medford Rogues dugout 3 years ago?
I'd probably tell myself you're better than you think you are, I was definitely scared, felt like I was outmatched, but I really wasn't outmatched. So that's probably what I'd tell myself, just be confident.
And you were a part of Sacramento State this season. You're currently in the transfer portal, but you talk about your time at Sacramento State. What is one thing that you're gonna remember that will help you out in the future?
One thing I'll remember is just showing up each day and taking each day for what it is, I think a big part of it for me was trying to get better each day, that was our main goal, was each day to find something to get better at, even if it's the smallest thing, getting your bench better in the gym, you just needed to find one thing to get better at, and that was probably the main piece I took away from it.
And you are a Grants Pass guy. Grants Pass is up the road, 30 minutes away from Medford. What was it like to be able to wear the Medford Rogues uniform, you being a local guy?
It's awesome. I mean, my parents get to come to every single game, family comes, my friends come. It's honestly an honor to wear the jersey for 3 years now. This is my third year. I told Dave the other day I'm going on 5 years to break the record, but I think super cool. Grew up watching them, was super young. I was a freshman and sophomore in high school. I'd come out here and actually catch bullpens and hit BP with them. So it was kind of my main goal, was to find a way to get on here, and I got on here pretty early.
And there's a lot of guys that have never been to the Rogue Valley. I've been to the Rogue Valley a couple of times, and I enjoy the environment, enjoy what it has to offer. So you've been playing a tour guide for your teammates?
Yes, I have. I mean, some of them, I've been telling them the spots, and once we get an off day here, I'm hoping to take some of them to the river or lake, go fishing, so yeah.
So you go to the Rogue River a lot, I presume, right?
Yeah, I go float down the river a lot, just go hang at the river. It's kind of one of the main things to do in Grants Pass.
And let me ask you some tough questions. What is your go-to meal before a game for your What's your pregame meal?
My pregame meal is probably Panera. I go the pick 2 at Panera. I get a sandwich and normally a salad. So, yeah.
So the pick 2, you get a salad. What type of salad are you getting?
Caesar salad. I'm a big Caesar salad guy.
I know you had your Chipotle chicken sandwich today before we did this interview. And what is your walk-up song, or what's your walk-up song, number one, and what's your favorite music to listen to get yourself pumped up for a big game?
So I was going to do Sleep on the Blacktop by Coulter Wall, but now I'm changing it to Yesterday's Gone by Caleb Gordon. But my favorite music to actually listen to, it's super weird. I actually listen to the Gladiator soundtrack. It's like classical music, and I'm a guy that plays super high and amped up, so I kind of got to calm myself down, yeah.
And let me ask you this question before we let you go on the Rogues pregame show. It is the Getting Rowdy Rogues Player Spotlight, talking of Troy Osborne from Grants Pass, Oregon. And this is your third season with the Rogues. What is the one thing you want to be able to do better and improve on for the summer season?
Probably hitting the ball with more power. In the past, I've been kind of just have a high average, so I'm really hoping to hit some balls out here at Harry and David. It's tough sometimes. It's a big field, plays big, but I'm hoping to squeak a couple out. Yeah, that's what I want to get better at this year.
Well, that's good to hear, Troy. Have a great opening day, and I'll see you in the dugout, my friend.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That is Grants Pass own Troy Osborne. When we come right back after this, we have that one-on-one conversation of Coach Olmstead. It is opening day 2025. It's Seattle, it's Medford, and it's all coming up next on the Rogue Streaming Network.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer.
Welcome back to the Rogues pregame show, now joined by the skipper, head coach Kevin Olmstead. Coach, how are you? Happy opening day.
Oh, it's good to be here. I am doing fantastic. What a beautiful day at the ballpark.
You know, it is a beautiful day for baseball in the Rogue Valley. My first question is to you, Coach. How much sleep did you get last night?
Honestly, I got a good night's rest. I woke up super early. I got my good workout in. I got my running at the field. Had some visualization stuff. So I feel good.
And the last 5 months for you have been crazy. When they made the announcement that you're going to be the head coach of the Rogues, what was your first emotion?
Yeah, this was a very emotional experience for me. You know, being from Southern Oregon, being from Grants Pass, Oregon, it's a big deal for me to be the head coach here because of these fans in this community. This is a baseball community, and I grew up loving this community, and so I'm just going to do everything I possibly can for this younger generation, for the guys on this squad, and do my best to give the best baseball here.
And you are an assistant coach at Oregon Tech. Great season for the Owls this spring. But this summer, you've been talking to the guys that you want them to improve, but also you want to win every game. Can you dive into that a little bit?
Yeah, with my philosophy, the most important part is, one, make them better baseball players, but the most important part is making them better human beings. So I'm going to give them some tips in my tool belt that will allow them to be successful on the field. But throughout the summer, I'm a very personal guy, so I'll tell them my stories about my upbringings and my struggles and my successes to help these young kids just become better men, just because this is a young group, and I want them to be successful not just in baseball but in the game of life.
And you have played at different levels of baseball. And we were talking about this before we hit the record button. You played at Summer Collegiate Baseball up in Washington. You're very familiar with the Seattle Studs. Do you have any great memories of going up against the Studs as a player?
Oh, man, I have so many fond memories. My first hit against the Studs was I was a 20-year-old kid. I was facing their ace, who was a minor league pitcher for 5 years for the Dodgers organization. First pitch throws me a fastball in, and I rope it down the line for a double. No, it was a big rivalry when I was playing against them. We were fortunate enough to go back and forth. We both made the NBC World Series my last year with the Merchants. We ended up losing in the national championship game, so we ended up doing better than the Studs, which is a big deal for us.
And let's talk about your coaching philosophy. I know we were talking about this a little bit this week, but base path is one of your big words that you want your team to learn about, being able to run the base paths cleanly and effectively.
Yeah, with my philosophy's changed over the years. I used to be a very strict, hard-nosed guy where you sack bunt, you move the runner over, all that stuff. And I, kind of freed that up because that's going to allow the players to free up over time when they're playing. It's going to help them be more relaxed. With my base running philosophy, base running wins games, in my opinion. My philosophy is to create chaos on the base paths. And these guys, they're going to fail at this at the beginning of the summer, but they will eventually be very successful doing this. And the idea is to put pressure on the defense, make the defense think of you. And if you're doing that, you're winning. It's going to cause more strikes down the middle. It's going to cause more errors by the defense because they're thinking about you, etc.
And let's talk about your starting pitcher. It is Dylan Finelli out of Occidental College, the young man from Berkeley, California. What stands out to him? What stands out to you about his performance in the spring, and what do you want to see from him tonight besides throwing strikes?
Honestly, just his character. This kid's character is so, plus. And you could tell that he really competes, and he loves this moment. He loves this stage. I was talking to him a little bit about with him last night, how much he loves being on the Rogues. So he earned the right to, be the opening day starter for us.
And let's talk about the keys to victory. I know this is the first game of the season. I know there's going to be a lot of hiccups and all that, but what is going to be a successful game for the Medford Rogues tonight?
Be composed, handle adversity properly, handle failure properly. We're going to, at some point in the game, we're going to get punched in the face. It's about what you can do afterwards to decide what's going to happen. So I'm really excited for this group. This group seems to be connecting really well together, good team chemistry, and I'm excited to be here. I'm blessed to be here. Last thing I just want to say, I just want to thank God for putting me in this position, because it's not every day where you could be a head coach of a really successful team and help impact the lives of these, young athletes. So I'm just very fortunate. I'm very, very blessed.
That's good to hear, Coach. Coach, good luck out there tonight. Have fun and enjoy the moment, all right?
Awesome. Thank you very much. I will.
That is head coach Kevin Olmstead. When we come right back after this, we have the starting lineup and the first pitch. It's opening night 2025 in the Rogue Valley. More from Medford right after this. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
That our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
It is a beautiful evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. Game 1 of 2025, as it is the Seattle Studs taking on your Medford Rogues for the first game of a 4-game series. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Welch, once again for the Rogue Streaming Network. Glad to be a part of your Thursday evening, wherever you may be watching or listening to Medford Rogues baseball. As we're just about ready to bring you the action at Harry and David Field to give you that starting lineup for the Seattle Studs, led by head coach Barry Aiden. Batting lead off, playing shortstop is Chandler Stocking. Batting second is the right fielder Bradley Carl. Batting third is the second baseman Tristan Ringrose. Batting cleanup is the DH man Ben Schumann. Batting fifth is the center fielder Randy Sprague. Batting in the sixth spot is the left fielder Jack Bergstrom. Batting seventh is the first baseman Jackson Copeland. Batting in the eighth spot is the catcher Joel Fernandez. And the third baseman Jack Gallagher is in the ninth spot for the Studs of Seattle. On the hill pitching for your Medford Rogues, it is the pride of Berkeley, California, the Tiger from Occidental College in the SIAC down in Southern California, as it is Dylan Finelli. I know his mom and dad are listening right now on the Rogue Streaming Network. This season for the Tigers in the spring had an earned run average of 9.47, with no wins, 1 loss, 11 appearances. As Dylan Finelli's getting his warm-up tosses in on the hill, as the Rogues are rocking the green uniforms, white pants, black caps for this 2025 opening night at Harry and David Field, as Seattle's rocking the baby blue uniforms and the white pants, as Dylan Finelli's getting his warm-up tosses in right now, as it is the Studs and the Rogues to open up this 2025 season. Medford trying to make a splash in their second season in the Pacific Empire League, and all starts tonight on a Chamber of Commerce evening in the Rogue Valley. If you've ever been to Harry and David Fields, give you the dimensions of the ballpark, as that throw over to second base by Ortiz means we're just ready to bring you the action. It's 325 down the line in left and right field, 400 in dead away center, and the gaps it's 407. As it is Chandler Stocking ready to get this one going in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Pull up your favorite chair. Medford Rogues baseball is on the air, and Dylan Finelli is ready to deliver the first pitch of 2025, and the first pitch home from Dylan is an off-speed pitch, good. A curveball that finds the inside corner of strike one. First pitch time at 6:37 p.m. in Medford. Oh, beautiful blue skies overhead. Strike one pitch finds, misses inside, ball one. So it's Stocking, Carl, Ringrose, Schumann, Sprague, Bergstrom, Copeland, Fernandez, and Gallagher. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good off-speed pitch finds the outside corner, strike two. Not a lot of heat from Dylan Finelli. Not a lot of fast. Doesn't have a fastball. Has a fastball goes 83 miles per hour, but it's the off-speed stuff that can work. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch misses upstairs. Ball 2. Stocking from Utah, going to College of Idaho, actually. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch home from Finelli. Off-speed pitch, that's going to be a slow roller up the middle. Picking it up as a shortstop, Renato, the throw over to first, and that throw is in time for out number 3. 6-3 on the ground. I'll give you that defense is backing up. Dylan Finelli behind the dish catching is Ortiz. Over at third base is Firdo. Regginato is the shortstop. Casagrande is the second baseman, and Bartow is the first baseman. In the outfield from left to right for Medford, it's Corbias, Osborne, and Alley from left to right. 1 gone and nobody on. Top of 1. No score between Seattle and Medford. First pitch on the way is a fastball that escapes out of the mid of Ortiz. Misses outside. Ball 1 to the right footer of Bradley Carl. Carl attending Pierce Community College. The left-handed batter trying to get this offense moving for the Studs. Studs making the trek down from Seattle to Medford last night, or yesterday rather. 1-0 pitch. Off speed misses outside. Ball 2. As this is a Stud squad that wants to make some noise. The Studs make their yearly trip out to the Midwest, take part in the NBC World Series. Now Finelli's behind, 2 balls and no strikes, and the pitch, 2-0 pitch. That's going to be fisted right to the third baseman, Firdo. Firdo throws it over to first in time for out number 2. 5-3 on the ground out, 2 up, 2 down in the top of 1 as the second baseman Tristan Ringrose comes to the plate now. Top half of inning number 1 And current temperatures right now at the ballpark, it's very comfortable up in the upper 70s right now, as it is 79 degrees, the wind blowing in. This is the ballpark that is a pitcher's paradise because the wind is blowing into the ballpark at Harry and David Field. So now the right-handed batter, Tristan Ringrose, goes to work now. Infield playing deep for the Rogues. First pitch on the way from Finelli. Off-speed pitch, poising for a strike on the inside corner. Strike one. Ringrose also from Pierce Community College. Strike one pitch home. Fastball, it misses down and out. Ball one. 2 gone and nobody on. Top of 1. No score between Seattle and Medford on opening night 2025 at Harry and David Field. Just a pitcher-perfect evening for baseball. 1-1. Fastball misses down and out. Ball 2. This is a ballpark that also plays pretty deep for hitters. And count that with the wind. Don't see many home runs. 2-1 from Finelli. Off-speed pitch, pours in for a strike on the inside corner. Finelli working with that sweeper. Looked like that sweeper's working good, working well, especially with that changeup. Now deuces wild in the top half of inning number 1. No score between Seattle and Medford. 2-2. Off-speed pitch, strike 3 called right down the heart of the zone. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left, as it is a scoreless frame for Dylan Finelli as he sends the studs in order 1, 2, 3. It's Seattle with 0. Medford coming up. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great.
And we need you to know your role.
Whether you're in youth sports,
high school sports,
or college,
know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Let my coach coach me.
Cheer for other players too.
Not just me. That's weird.
Don't yell at the refs.
They have a hard job.
Know your role. Coaches, keep it in perspective.
I'm out here to have fun.
I want to play a lot of different sports. What's a scholarship?
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role. Hey, ref.
Thank you.
Thank you for having such great sports programs here.
And for remembering to
know your role.
Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyinn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Bottom half of inning number 1 at Harry and David Field. Pitcher perfect evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. Let's give you that starting lineup for your Medford Rogues, led by first-year head coach Kevin Olmstead. Batting lead off, playing in right field is Johnny Alley. Batting second is the third baseman Mark Spirito. Batting third is the first baseman Garrett Bardo. Batting cleanup is the second baseman Caden Casagrande. Batting in the 5 spot is the left fielder Orlando Corbias. Batting 6th is the catcher Chris Ortiz. Batting 7th is the center fielder Troy Osborne. Batting 8th is the DH man Isaac Hill. And in the 9th spot is a shortstop of Frankie Reginato. As it is the right fielder Johnny Alley out of Cal State Northridge ready to go to work now. The left-handed batter will be facing Peter Herrick. Peter Herrick on the hill for Seattle, as he is from the University of Portland, as it is a right-on-left matchup to kick off the 2025 season for the Rogues offense. First pitch on the way is a fastball that finds the inside third. Strike 1. So it's Alley, Frito, Bardo, Casagrande, Corbias, Ortiz, Osborne, Hill, and Rigilano. Strike 1 pitch home from Herrick. It's a fastball. It's elevated. Ball 1. Johnny Alley from Menifee, California. That's a town in Southern California. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. That's a fastball, ground ball, roller towards third, short, picked up by Stocking. The throw over to first, and it's off the back. Copeland has to try to track that one down, rounding first, speeding towards second, and Johnny Alley's able to get aboard of an extra base hit in the bottom half of inning number 1, as the first baseman of Copeland could not be able to track that throw down by the shortstop of Stocking. So Alley's able to take advantage of that, putting the Rogues only 180 feet away from scoring in the bottom half of inning number 1. And they are going to make that an error, so Johnny Alley gets aboard on the air. So now Mark Frito will go to work now. The Vulcan from Hawaii Hilo out of the Pac West. Wind blowing into the ballpark, bottom 1. First pitch on the way. Fastball misses down and out, ball 1. Mark Frito, average 250 at the plate for the Vulcans. Hawaii Hilo on the Big Island of Hawaii. Wind blowing left into the ballpark. 1-0. Fastball blows right past Frito. Strike 1. First baseman of Garrett Bardo waits on deck for Medford. Coaching the bases for your Rogues is Ryan Otto over at first base. And the skipper, you got to hear from in the Rogues pregame show, Kevin Olmsted, coaching the base over at third. You heard from head coach Kevin Olmsted talking about base running. And Alley was able to answer the call with that as that 1-1 misses down and out, ball 2. And actually, when you're thinking about the Rogue Valley and how beautiful it is, you got to think about some of the golf courses in this area. Assistant coach Ryan Otto and I were able to go play a round of golf at Stewart Meadows a couple days ago. 2-1 pitch. Off speed, misses inside, ball 3. As this is a Seattle squad that brought 16 arms to pitch this weekend. That's right, they brought a lot of arms to face this Medford squad. And all 16 arms will be used throughout the whole entire weekend. 3-1 pitch. Fastball, that's going to be a high chopper to the left side of the infield, and it will trail foul. And the count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good crowd on hand at Harry and David Field for the first game of 2025. First game of this 4-game series. This Rogue squad trying to strike first in this first game of this 4-game series between the studs. Herrick sets. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's going to be a ground ball, a hard hit to the second baseman of Ringrose. A throw over to first, and he'll be out for out number 1. So 4-3 on the ground out, but that moves Johnny Alley over to third base, putting the Rogues only 90 feet away from scoring. Let's give you that defense that's backing up Herrick for the studs. Behind the dish, catching is Fernandez over at third base is Gallagher. The shortstop is Stocking. Ringrose is the second baseman, and Copeland is the first baseman. In the outfield from left to right for the studs, it's Bergstrom, Sprague, and Carl. 1 gone and 1 on, bottom of 1, no score between the Rogues and the studs. And that pitch, Barto's hit by the pitch, and he's going to take a base, getting over to first. It's not the start Peter Herrick envisioned.
From the College of Idaho, number 12, Caden Casagrande.
The first batter he saw of Johnny Alley, that was an error. And now hitting Bardo, I should say. Puts runners on the corners now. Second baseman of Caden Casagrande comes up to the plate now. The right-handed batter ready to go to work for his first trip of the evening. First pitch on the way. Fastball is fouled off to the right side of the net. Strike 1.
Just a bit foul.
Just a perfect evening for baseball. Glacier blue skies overhead. The wind blowing into the ballpark. This is a perfect night for baseball to kick off 2025. Strike 1 pitch on the way. Fastball. He got a piece of it. Strike 2. So now Peter Herrick, for the first time tonight, ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes in the bottom half of inning number 1. No score between Seattle and Medford on opening night 2025 at Harry and David Field. Seattle in blue, Medford in their green uniforms, white pants tonight. 0-2. That's going to be a high chopper to the left side, picked up by Gallagher at third. The throw over to second base. The throw will not be attested over at first, but Bartow is out at second base. That's at second base. So a run will come across the plate, so Casagrande reaches on a fielder's choice, RBI fielder's choice.
From Sacramento State, number 28,
so 1-0, Rogues out in front in the bottom half of inning number 1. As Orlando Corbias comes up to the plate now. The Hornet out of Sacramento State, ready to go to work now. This is a big opportunity for the Rogues right now. So that first pitch on the way. Fastball misses down and out. Down and in, I should say. Ball one. Orlando Corabias from Tucson, Arizona. Averaged 179 for the Hornets of Sac State this spring. 1 ball, no strikes. That's going to be lined foul down that left field line. Strike one. Medford leading 1-0 against the Seattle Studs. Bottom of one, opening night 2025 at the ballpark at Harry and David Field. The crowd enjoying this one so far. Infield playing deep for the Seattle Studs as Copeland's holding the runner over at first base. 1-1. Fastball misses inside, ball two. Two and one. Fastball in the air, skying in on the left side. The infield calling everybody off is the shortstop of Stocking. He's able to make the play for out number 3. And the inning is over. 1 run, no hits, 1 error. And 1 left, as it is Caden Casagrande over at first base. Medford leading early 1-0 against the Seattle Studs. We go to the top of the second right after this in Medford, Oregon. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogues Streaming Network.
Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes, parents, community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer.
Harry and David Field in Medford, Oregon. Brian Wutch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network as it is. The middle of the order due up for the Seattle Studs as it is Ben Sherman followed by Randy Spurg and Jack Bergstrom as Dylan Finelli sets for his second inning of work. First pitch on the way is an off-speed pitch that misses outside. Ball one. Dylan Finelli's a very cool guy to talk to. We're all making our introductions. He came up to me first, actually, and he introduced himself first. 1-0 pitch, fastball, it's going to be a line to right, and escapes into the gap in left center as Ben Sherman's able to get aboard with a leadoff knock to begin the top half of inning number 2. So Sherman, who had a lot of hits in that series against the Rogues last season, continues his hitting streak tonight on opening night. So with one on and nobody gone, it's the center fielder Randy Spurg ready to go to work, the right-handed batter for the Seattle Studs. First pitch on the way, off-speed pitch, good curveball that finds the inside corner, strike one. Rogues thinking double play right now as Bardo holding the runner over at first base. Strike one pitch, home squares for a bunt, fastball is upstairs, ball one. But Dylan Finelli has a very interesting pregame routine. You know, he's not the normal pitcher because actually, a couple of years ago, he was supposed to be a shortstop. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Fastball misses outside, ball two. But the school he was at back east needed pitchers, and he said, all right, I will be a pitcher, and he was able to pitch well, and now pitching for Occidental College in the spring, now pitching for the Rogues. Behind 2-1, the 2-1 pitch. That's going to be fouled off. Good off-speed to make the batter a Sprague chase. Strike two. Sprague from El Dorado Hills, California. Two and two from Finelli. Off-speed pitch misses high and tight. Ball 3, and the count fills up. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Top half of inning number 2. 1-0 Medford out in front on this opening night, 2025. Just glacier blue skies overhead. You might notice that building off in right center. 3-2 pitch. Fastball is fouled off. We'll do it again. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The top half of inning number 2. It's actually that building you might see on the right of your screen is actually an assistant living facility, actually, in the Medford area. Right now, Dylan Finelli trying to produce this first out of the second inning. Runner over at first base. That's Ben Schulman. He's there because of a leadoff knock to begin. The top half of inning number 2 is able to escape into the gap in at left center. 3-2 pitch. Fastball. It's going to be a ground ball right to the second baseman. It escapes into the gap in right center. And that's going to be another base hit for the Studs. A base hit off the bat of Sherman, now off of Sprague. Brings up the left fielder of Jack Bergstrom.
Now batting left fielder Jack Bergstrom.
So right now with 2 on and nobody gone in the top half of inning number 2, the left fielder of Jack Bergstrom goes to work now. The Studs trying to find some momentum, trailing by 1-0 against the Medford Rogues. Top of 2. Wind blowing softly into the ballpark. Studs trying to get their first run at 2025. First offering home, squares for a bunt, gets it down that third base side, but it trails foul. Strike 1. Bergstrom from Federal Way, Washington, attending Gateway Community College in Arizona. Right-handed batter trying to get the first run of the evening for the Studs. This Stud squad, very aggressive, swinging the bat early in counts. Got to look to that leadoff man of Ben Sherman, able to swing the bat and get that ball into the gap in left center. Strike 1 pitch home. Squares for another bunt, but that's going to be missing outside. Ball 1. Let's give you the umpires for tonight's game. Behind the dish calling the balls and strikes is Harvey Maxey. Over at first base is Andrew Herbel. And the third base umpire is Alex Chavez. One. And that's a fastball right down Cedar Avenue, strike 2. And now Finelli having his confidence come back now as he's ahead 1 ball and 2 strikes in the top of 2. 1-0 Medford, top half of the second. Schulman at second, Sprague at first base. One-two. Off-speed pitch, strike 3 called on the inside corner. A nasty off-speed pitch by Dylan Finelli. Second strikeout for the Tiger from Occidental College.
Now batting
backwards K for Dylan Finelli, his second strikeout of the evening. So if 1 gone and 2 on, the first baseman of Jackson Copeland goes to work now for his first trip. Copeland batting in the 7th spot. The right-handed batter trying to get his teammates of Sherman and Sprague over home from first and second. First pitch on the way, first pitch swing, and that's going to be in the air, right center field, tracking it down his alley, running up towards it, and he's on the run, makes a sliding grab. What a play by Alley in right field. Good job there by Alley in right to be able to rob Copeland for the second out of the frame. So 2 gone and 2 on in the top of 2 as the catcher of Joel Fernandez goes to work now for his first trip of the evening. Runners at first and second. Sprague at first. Sherman at second. Game 1 of this 4-game series between Seattle and Medford. Dylan Finelli trying to get out of this jam on opening night. First pitch on the way. Off-speed pitch. Misses inside. Ball 1. Joel Fernandez, also from Pierce Community College. 1-0. Off-speed pitch misses down and out, ball 2. Dylan Finelli trying to recover from giving up a pair of base hits. The lead off the frame from Schulman and Sprague. Able to strike out Bergstrom and able to have Copeland fly out. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. Off speed, that's going to be in the air, popped up on the right side of the infield as Bardo will give a chase, but it'll land on the grass berm in right field. Strike 1. So the runners will reset. Sherman will go over to second base, Sprague over to first. As this has been a very interesting one so far. If you are Medford, you want to have an early test right now. Can Dylan Finelli sneak out of this jam with runners at first and second? Two and one from Dylan. Fastball, that's going to be served up in the center field, drifting to his right is Troy Osborne, and he's able to make the grab for out number 3. And the side is retired. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left as it is Sprague over at first and Sherman at second. As Dylan Finelli is able to get out of that jam, able to get out of the jam to close out the top half of inning number 2. Go to the bottom half of inning number 2 right after this. Due up for the Rogues. It's Ortiz, Osborne, and Hill. More after this. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogues Streaming Network.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at MedfordRogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at Figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Every day the Rogues play at home, it's a different promotional night. Tuesday is Chick-fil-A night and Thursday is Thirsty Thursday, just to name a few. To find out which promotional day works for you, go to our website, MedfordRogues.com. And as always, go Rogues! Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at RogueRegencyInn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
We go to the bottom half of inning number 2 at Harry and David Field in Medford, Oregon. We are brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings and even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at Figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Medford 1, Seattle 0 as we go to the bottom half of inning number 2 as the catcher Chris Ortiz goes to work now. The young man from Sonoma State leads off the bottom half of inning number 2. Rogues able to get a run across the plate on that RBI fielder's choice from Caden Crosagande to get Johnny Alley across the plate for the first run of 2025. And now Chris Ortiz goes to work now, the right-handed batter. Waits for the first pitch from the starter, Peter Herrick. First pitch on the way. Fastball bounces away from the catcher, Fernandez. Ball 1. Third baseman Gallagher playing off the bag at third on the grass. Everybody else playing deep in the infield for the Seattle Studs for game 1 of this 4-game series. 1-0. Fastball, that's going to be a high chopper to the left side. Picking it up is the shortstop. Stalking the throw over to first is in time for out number 1. 6-3 on the ground out as the center fielder. Troy Osborne goes to work now for his first trip of the evening. Troy Osborne, a native of Southern Oregon. You heard it from him in our Rogues pregame show, our Getting Rowdy Rogues player profile.
Number 29, Troy Osborne.
A lot of family members and a lot of fans remember Troy, his 3rd season wearing a Medford Rogues uniform. Guy who loves his Panera Bread during pregame. Forgot to ask what he got at Panera Bread today as he'll wait for the first pitch from Peter Herrick. First pitch comes home. Fastball blows right past him. Strike 1. Troy Osborne currently in the transfer portal, but had his first year at Sacramento State down in the state capital of California. Hornets part of the WAC. Strike 1 pitch home. That's going to be fisted foul to the right side, and it will land on that grass berm Strike two as Peter Herrick's in charge of the count. No balls and 2 strikes in the bottom half of inning number 2. Medford leading 1-0 against the Seattle Studs. 1 gone and nobody on. And the Rogues second, 0-2. Fastball, that's going to be fisted foul to the right side once again. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2. That's cut on and missed. Strike 3, and Osborne is down swinging for the second out of the frame. 2 up and 2 down in the bottom half of inning number 2 as the DH man Isaac Hill goes to work for his first trip of the evening for your Rogues.
From Grants Pass and Oregon Institute of Technology, number 40, Isaac Hill.
So Isaac Hill will go to work now for his first trip of the evening. Rogues trying to find a way to keep this offense moving. The Rogues able to start the first frame off via an air from the right footer of Johnny Alley as that first pitch on the way. It's a fastball downstairs, ball 1 to Isaac Hill as Frank Reggiano waits on deck for the Rogues. One ball, no strikes. Fastball right down Cedar Avenue, strike 1. That's going to be a chopper to the right side, picked up by the second baseman. Ringrose throws it over to first, and the throw is in time for out number 3. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left as it is a 1-2-3 inning for Peter Herrick. We've played 2 in the Rogue Valley. Go to the third right after this. Medford 1, Seattle 0. We'll be right back after this. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at MedfordRogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at Figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Every day the Rogues play at home, it's a different promotional night. Tuesday is Chick-fil-A night and Thursday is Thirsty Thursday, just to name a few. To find out which promotional day works for you, go to our website, MedfordRogues.com. And as always, go Rogues! Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at RogueRegencyInn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Go to the top half, inning number 3 at Harry and David Field. First pitch on the way from Dylan Finelli is a fastball that blows right past the batter of Jake Gallagher, as it is the 9-1-2 batters due up for the Seattle Studs to begin the top half of inning number 3, as it is Gallagher followed by Stocking and Carl. Dylan Finelli goes to work for his third inning of work as that strike 1 pitch just finds the inside corner. Beautiful location by Dylan Finelli as he's in charge. No balls and 2 strikes. Finelli having a good pace on the hill so far, able to get out of that jam in the second inning. 2 strikeouts to his credit so far. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch roller toward third, picked up by Furto. The throw over to first in time for out number 1. 5-3 on the ground out for the first out of the frame. We'll go back to the top of the order with Chandler Stocking, the shortstop for Seattle. 0 for 1 so far tonight at Harry and David Field. 1-0 Medford out in front against Seattle. As this is just a perfect evening for baseball. And this is only the first game of the season, so come on out to the ballpark. If you're not here, come on out. No, tomorrow is the first fireworks show. First pitch on the way. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 1. But tonight it is Thirsty Thursday. So half off all adult beverages. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch home. 1-0. That's going to be popped foul down that first base side, and it will land over the grass berm, strike one. Stocking from the College of Idaho, grew up in Heber City, Utah. One ball, one strike, and the pitch home. 1-1. That's downstairs, ball two. Stocking 0 for 1 so far tonight. Grounded out the short back in the first inning. 1-0 Medford out in front, top of 3. 2-1. Off-speed pitch. Good location on the inside corner. Little hesitation by the home plate umpire of Harvey Maxey, but he's able to give Finelli that call, and now the count's even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Finelli gets the signal from Ortiz. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. And that's going to be served up. Shallow left center field. Going back is the shortstop Reggiano, and he's able to make the grab for out number 2. So Stockings flies out the left field. 2 up, 2 down in the top half. Inning number 3 is the right fielder as Bradley Carl goes to work now for his second inning of a second time at the dish. Carl also 0 for 1 so far tonight for the Studs. Dylan Finelli having a good pace on the hill so far. First offering from Dylan comes home. Fastball, that's going to be a roller foul down that first base side, strike one. Bradley Carl 0 for 1 so far tonight. Grounded out the third, back in the first. Strike one pitch home. Off-speed pitch misses outside, ball one. I was talking about Dylan's style, as we'll talk about that a little bit later on, but he has yoga before he stretches, before he pitches. 1-1, that misses outside, ball two. But it's like yoga. That he told me, calms his mind, be able to get himself ready for tonight. With 2 gone, nobody on, the top half, inning number 3. Finelli trying to deliver the 2-1. He does. The 2-1 pitch. Good location on the outside corner. That off-speed pitch by Finelli has been working well so far. It's been that sweeper, the changeup, the slider has been going well so far. As deuces are wild on the top of 3. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch home. Off-speed pitch. That's going to be in the air, right field. Going back is Alley. Near the wall, and he's trying to make the grab. That's going to be a fair ball. Going towards second, trucking towards third, as it is Carl, and Carl's going to stop at third base, as it is a 2-out stand-up triple, as it is into right field, and the inning continues for Seattle. That ball was lost into the sun, into right field, but Carl gets aboard with a triple to extend the frame. So now the tying run's only 90 feet away from scoring in the top half, inning number 3. Dylan Finelli once again faced with trying to get out of this jam of a runner only at third base. Tristan Ringrose goes to work now. First pitch on the way. Off-speed pitch finds the inside corner. Beautiful location by Dylan Finelli. Dylan Finelli able to paint the outside corner and the inside corner pretty well so far tonight. Dylan ahead, no balls and 1 strike. Strike one pitch home, off speed. That's going to be in the air, and that will trail foul to the right side. And Finelli's in charge of the count. No balls and 2 strikes in the top half, inning number 3. 1-0 Medford out in front on opening night against the Seattle Studs. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch home. Fastball, strike 3 called right down the pipe. And yet again, Dylan Finelli is able to get out of a jam. His 3rd strikeout of the night. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. As it is the right fielder, Bradley Carl, left at third base. Go to the bottom half, inning number 3 right after this. Medford 1, Seattle 0. More right after this. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogues Streaming Network.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at MedfordRogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Every day the Rogues play at home, it's a different promotional night. Tuesday is Chick-fil-A night and Thursday is Thirsty Thursday, just to name a few. To find out which promotional day works for you, go to our website, medfordrogues.com. And as always, go Rogues! Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
The bottom of the third inning for the Rogues.
We go to the bottom half of inning number 3 at Harry and David Field, as it is the 9-hole hitter Frankie Reginato to lead off the bottom half inning number 3, as it is the 9-1-2 batters due up. Reginato followed by Ali and Frito, as Peter Herrick begins his third inning of work for Seattle, as this is the first at-bat for Frankie Reginato. My name is Brian Welch. Glad to be a part of your Thursday evening, wherever you may be watching or listening to Medford Rogues Baseball. First pitch on the way, registers for a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Reginato, a right-handed batter, trying to get this offense moving for the Rogues. That 0-1 pitch cut on and missed, strike 2. And Reginato's behind, no balls and 2 strikes. 1-0-0 for the Rogues so far. 1 run on no hits and no errors. Rogues trying to expand their lead as that 0-2 pitch, check swing, and he actually did go around on it. So Reginato is going to go back to the dugout, as that is the second strikeout for Peter Herrick tonight. As we go back to the top of the order, Johnny Alley, he's ready to go to work now. Reached on an error back in the first. Alley trying to get this offense moving. The bottom half inning number 3 with that extra base hit that turned into an error. Alley trying to produce some more hits. First pitch on the way. Fastball misses inside, ball 1. Talking of Johnny this week, he's really excited to be up in Medford. 1 ball, no strikes. That's going to be a ground ball, hard hit to the first baseman of Copeland. Copeland will speed to the bag, and he will get Alley out for out number 2. 3 unassisted for the second out of the frame, as the third baseman of Mark Freddo goes to work now for his second trip to the dish on this Thursday evening. Freddo 0 for 1 so far tonight for the Medford Rogues. Rogues right now trying to get this offense moving now. 2 up, 2 down. Herrick having some fun so far. First pitch on the way. Fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. Mark Freddo from Irvine in California. The Vulcan from Hawaii Hilo, very good program, the Pac West Conference. Strike 1 pitch. That's going to be in the air, flared out to right field. Tracking down is Carl, and he's able to make the grab for route number 3. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left, as Peter Herrick's able to send the Rogues in order 1, 2, 3. As we have played 3 in Medford, on to the 4th we go. Medford 1, Seattle 0. More from Medford right after this. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogues Streaming Network.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great.
And we need you to know your role.
Whether you're in youth sports,
high school sports,
or college, know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach.
You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Let my coach coach me.
Cheer for other players too.
Not just me. That's weird.
Don't yell at the refs.
They have a hard job.
Know your role. Coaches, keep it in perspective.
I'm out here to have fun.
I want to play a lot of different sports. What's a scholarship?
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role. Hey, ref.
Thank you.
Thank you for having such great sports programs here.
And for remembering to
know your role.
Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
We go to the top half, inning number 4 in Medford, Oregon. My name is Brian Welch of the Rogue Streaming Network. Glad to be a part of your Thursday evening, wherever you may be watching or listening to Medford Rogues Baseball. As it is, Medford out in front 1-0 against the Seattle Studs on opening night 2025. Just now joining us on the Rogue Streaming Network. The Rogues able to score their lone run in the bottom half of inning number 1 as Dylan Finelli has been able to pitch well on the hill. Tiger from Occidental College looking pretty strong as well, as he's been able to get out a couple of jams with runners at first and second in the second, and able to strand the runner over at third base. That was Bradley Carl in the third. As it is the middle of the order due up for the Seattle Studs, as it is Sherman followed by Sprague and Bergstrom. Dylan Finelli trying to he has the confidence so far. First pitch on the way, misses downstairs, ball 1. As it is Ben Sherman, who has the first hit, had that first hit against Dylan Finelli. He's 1 for 1 so far tonight. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch home from Dylan. Off-speed pitch misses outside, ball 2. Sherman, who was pretty good last season for the Studs, a returner from last year, had 4 home runs against the Rogues at this very same ballpark in 2024. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. That's a good off-speed cut on and miss, strike 1. Dylan Finelli looking pretty strong so far tonight, able to get out a couple of jams. Three strikeouts so far. Finelli behind 2-1. The pitch. Fastball misses low and out. Ball 3. Dylan Finelli trying not to give up a walk from Sherman. Sherman's been a pretty lethal hitter so far, and he made his presence known in that second inning, able to get that base hit, but was left stranded when Dylan Finelli was able to get out of the jam with a strikeout and a pair of flyouts. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. And that's a fastball ground ball picked up by the third baseman. The throw over to first and a leaping grab. And the tag applied by Bartos in time for out number 1. What a play by Barto over at first base with the pirouetting play at first. As it is a 5-3 on the ground out. 1 gone and nobody on. The top half, inning number 4, as the center fielder of Randy Sprague goes to work now. Also 1 for 1 so far tonight for the Seattle Studs. Rogues leading 1-0 against Seattle on opening night 2025. First pitch on the way. As an off-speed pitch, pours in for a strike on the inside corner. Good location by Dylan Finelli. Dylan's parents watching the broadcast tonight and listening to it down in Berkeley, as well as his aunts, cousins, uncles, everybody, the Finelli family listening. The strike 1 pitch misses outside, ball 1. Dylan Finelli having some good composure. It's that yoga he does before the game. It's helping him out right now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Finelli waits, and the pitch home. 1-1. Good off speed, I should say. That blows right past the batter of Sprague. Strike 2, and once again, Dylan Finelli in charge of the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dylan has been able to find ways to keep him ahead in this count throughout the whole entire evening. 1-2. That's cut on and missed. Strike 3. Ortiz will throw it over to first. And the throw is in time for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down in the top half, inning number 4. That is the fourth strikeout by Dylan Finelli so far on opening night 2025, as the left fielder of Jack Bergstrom goes to work now for his second appearance at the dish on this Thursday night at Harry and David Field. Rogues leading 1-0 against the Seattle Studs on this beautiful picture-perfect evening at Harry and David Field. First pitch on the way. Fastball elevated as blows right past as Bergstrom chases that one. Strike 1. Dylan Finelli trying to get off the field in a hurry. Infield playing deep for the Rogues right now. Ferdo, the third baseman, playing off the bag at third. Wind blowing into the ballpark. Strike one pitch home. Off-speed pitch misses upstairs. Ball one. Bergstrom in his first at-bat was struck out back in the second. 1-1. Off-speed pitch misses outside, ball two. But right now, Dylan Finelli trying to get a 1-2-3 inning right now. 2 on and nobody on. Top of 4. Medford out in front, 1-0 against the Seattle Studs. Game 1 of this 4-game series. 2-1. Off-speed pitch, pours in for a strike on the inside corner. Good location by Dylan Finelli once again, as deuces are wild in the top of 4. Two and two. Ground ball, chopper foul down that third base side. Will do it again. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. The top half of inning number 4, as the Rogues will be home next week, and then they'll head on the road for the first time, as they'll head up to Roseburg, take on the Springfield Drifters out of the West Coast League. It will be a neutral site, but plenty of games at Harry and David Field to kick off the season. The 2-2, that's fouled off to the screen, and a good battle between Bergstrom and Dylan Finelli. Bardo, the first baseman, playing way off the bag at first. A little bit of a shift going on for the Rogues. 2-2 again. And that's going to miss upstairs. Ball 3, and the count fills up. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The top half of inning number 4, Medford out in front. 1-0 against the Seattle Studs on opening night 2025 of the summer collegiate season. Medford looking to get off the field defensively. Payoff. Cut on and miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Dylan Finelli. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Dylan Finelli. Make it 5 strikeouts for the Tiger from Occidental College. We go to the bottom half of inning number 4 right after this. Due up for the Rogues. It's the 3, 4, and 5 batters of Bardo, followed by Casa Grande and Cobarias. We'll be right back after this. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogues Streaming Network.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great.
And we need you to know your role.
Whether you're in youth sports,
high school sports,
or college, know your role.
you can be a player.
You can be a coach.
You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Let my coach coach me.
Cheer for other players too.
Not just me. That's weird.
Don't yell at the refs.
They have a hard job.
Know your role. Coaches, keep it in perspective.
I'm out here to have fun.
I want to play a lot of different sports. What's a scholarship?
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role. Hey, ref.
Thank you.
Thank you for having such great sports programs here.
And for remembering to
know your role.
Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyinn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Garibaldo leads off the bottom half inning number 4 in Medford, Oregon, as it is the 3, 4, and 5 batters. First pitch fouled off. Strike 1. As it is the 3, 4, and 5 batters due up Bardo, Casagande, and Corabias. We are brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings and even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Strike 1 pitch. That's a roller toward third, picked up by Gallagher. The throw over to first, and the throw's in time for out number 1. 5-3 on the ground out as Bardo's retired for the first out of the frame.
batting, the
As
left
second baseman
fielder,
Caden Casagrande goes to work now
Covarrubias.
with one gone and nobody on as Figueroa's Pizzas in Phoenix and Gold Hill, locally owned and operated, and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Is Caden Casagrande ready to go to work now? RBI fielder's choice back in the first, able to get the first run across the plate. 1-0, Medford out in front. Bottom of 4, first pitch on the way. Is fisted foul to the net. Strike one. Casagrande, good hitter for the Rogues so far. Junior from Eagle, Idaho. Strike one pitch home from Herrick. That's going to be a bouncer foul down that third base side, strike two.
Correction, batting for the Rogues, second baseman, Caden Casagrande.
Infield playing deep for Seattle in the bottom half of inning number 4. Outfield playing a little bit short. This is a ballpark that tends to play pretty big so far, with 325 down the line and left and right field and 400 in deadaway center. Casagrande trying to get aboard as that's going to be the line into left field. Base hit for Caden Casagrande, and Caden Casagrande gets aboard of a one-out knock in the bottom half of inning number 4. So that's a good hit there by Caden Casagrande. As Orlando Covarrubias goes to work now, 0 for 1 so far tonight. Left-handed batter ready to go to work now with one on and one gone. Bottom of 4, 1-0. Medford out in front against the Seattle Studs. Game 1 of this 4-game series. First pitch home, that's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to escape into the gap in right center. Covarrubias gets aboard with a one-out knock, so back-to-back singles off the bat of Casagrande, and Covarrubias brings up the catcher, Chris Ortiz. All with one out in the bottom half, inning number 4. Medford cooking something up
now
offensively. Chris Ortiz, the former Seawolf of Sonoma State, ready to go to work now, the right-handed batter. 2 on and 1 gone in the bottom of 4. Chris Ortiz trying to get this lead going and kind of expand this lead for the Rogues right now. First pitch on the way. Fastball misses upstairs. Ball 1. You're probably wondering why I said former Seawolf of Sonoma State. If you don't know what's going on down at Rohnert Park for Sonoma State in California, there's actually, their athletic department is no more. 1-0. Fastball fouled off to the screen, strike one. The athletic department for Sonoma State is not going to be in existence next season due to budget cuts and all that. So Chris Ortiz trying to find himself another spot. Runners at first and second, 1 gone, bottom of 4. Herrick will check on the runner of Casagrande at second base. 1-1. Fastball misses outside, ball 2. Casagrande at second base, Covarrubias at first, all with 1 out. Bottom half of inning number 4, wind blowing softly into the ballpark. 2-1. Fastball fouled off, strike 2. The fans are enjoying this one so far at Harry and David Field for opening night 2025. Chris Ortiz trying to get aboard with 1 gone and 2 on in the bottom of 4. Two and 2. That's downstairs, a throw over to third base, and Casagrande is out at third base. So Casagrande will go back to the dugout, 2 gone in the bottom half of inning number 4. So that will leave Covarrubias over at first base. So the count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. This is at bat is big now for Chris Ortiz. 3-2. Fastball misses high and tight, ball 4. And Ortiz is able to extend the inning with he's able to work a 2-out walk in the bottom half of inning number 4. So 2 on and 2 gone in the bottom of 4. It is the center fielder, Troy Osborne. Grants Pass Native ready to go to work now. He's 0 for 1 so far tonight. 2 out hitting. This is the big must. Can the Rogues answer the call in the bottom half of inning number 4? 1-0. Rogues out in front against the Seattle Studs. Wind blowing softly into the ballpark right now. First pitch on the way. It's a fastball that finds the outside corner. Strike one for Troy Osborne. Heard from Troy in the Rogues pregame show talking about playing tour guide for his teammates this summer. Grants Pass not far from here, 30 minutes. Strike one pitch on the way. That's going to be chopped foul down that third base side, strike two. And Osborne's behind, no balls and 2 strikes in the bottom half, inning number 4. Runners at first and second. Corbias at second, Ortiz at first base. 1-0 Medford out in front against the Seattle Studs for opening night 2025. Sun about to set. 0-2 pitch. That's downstairs. Check swing. And the first base umpire of Andrew Herbert said he did not go. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. The bottom half of inning number 4. I know it is Thirsty Thursday tonight. Tomorrow is the first fireworks show of 2025. Don't miss that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Saturday is Western night, actually. Runners at first and second, 2 gone. The 1-2 on the way, and that's going to be a fastball. He was hit by the pitch, so Troy Osborne's going to take his base at first with honor, and that loads the bases for the first time in 2025 for the Rogues. So a base hit off the bat of Corbias, a walk worked by Ortiz, and a hit by pitch by Osborne brings up the DH man of Isaac Hill. So the Rogues covering all the bags in the bottom half inning number 4. This is a big inning if you are the Medford Rogues right now. Corbias at third, Ortiz at second, Osborne at first base. 1-0, Medford out in front. Isaac Hill trying to get this offense to move. First pitch. That's going to be a high chopper to the left side, picked up by the shortstop Stocking. Tosses it over to the second baseman, Ringrose, and he forces Osborne out at second base. No runs, 2 hits, no errors.
3 runners
and the Rogues leave the bases loaded in the bottom half of inning number 4. We have played 4 in Medford. It's Medford leading 1-0 against Seattle. Medford Rogues baseball on the Rogues Streaming Network.
Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes, parents, community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
It's another season of Rogues baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer.
Go to the top half, inning number 5 in Medford, Oregon. 1-0, Medford out in front against Seattle on opening night 2025. My name is Brian Welch for the Rogues Streaming Network. Glad to be a part of it your Thursday evening. As it is the bottom of the order due up for the Seattle Studs. The 7, 8, 9 hitters of Copeland, followed by Fernandez and Gallagher. As Dylan Finelli's going to work once again on the hill. Dylan with 5 strikeouts so far tonight. Dylan has had a lot of composure on the hill so far as that first pitch on the way from the righty comes home. It's an off-speed pitch that misses inside, ball 1. Jackson Copeland 0 for 1 so far tonight as this Rogue squad trying to keep the Studs off the scoreboard. 1 ball, no strikes, and that's a good pitch. That's right down the middle, strike 1. Dylan Finelli, I should say, pitching well so far tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's going to be in the air, and that will trail foul down that right field line. Strike 2. And the big part of why Dylan Finelli has been confident so far tonight is he's been ahead of the count. That's been the thing that's been good for Dylan so far. Being ahead of the count has given him a lot more confidence. As he's ahead right now, 1 ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch home, off speed. It's another called strike 3 on the inside corner. Give him another sweeper as he's been able to retire his 5th straight batter and his 6th strikeout of the night. Dylan Finelli having a night in the Rogue Valley on opening night 2025. 6 Ks so far in the Rogue Valley for Dylan Finelli. Another great pitch by Dylan Finelli, and that sweeper has been nasty so far to watch as Joel Fernandez goes to work for his second trip. First pitch on the way. It's an off-speed pitch that misses upstairs, ball 1. Fernandez 0 for 1 so far tonight for the Studs. Wind blowing a little bit harder into the ballpark now, 1-0. And that's going to be in the air, served up in the right center field. Going back is Alley. Alley will run up towards it now, and he'll make the play for out number 2. So Fernandez flies out for the second out of the frame as Jake Gallagher goes to work now for his second trip through the order. 0 for 1 so far tonight. Right-handed batter ready to go to work for his second trip. 2 up, 2 down. The top half of inning number 5, Dylan Finelli with a good pace so far. First pitch on the way, misses inside with that off-speed. 1-0. And that's a good pitch. That's cut on and miss, strike 1. Dylan Finelli's been able to pitch well so far tonight. 6 strikeouts so far. As he's been able to retire the last 6 batters in a row. 1 ball, 1 strike the pitch. And that's an off-speed pitch. Finds the outside third. A good location once again by Dylan Finelli. Dylan Finelli having another opportunity in this at-bat to have him being ahead in the count 1-2. And the pitch home. And he's almost takes the batter's head off of Jake Gallagher as the top of the order guy. Chandler Stocking waits on deck for the Studs. That pitch misses out inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deuce is wild in the top of 5. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch home. Off speed, cut on and miss, strike 3. Another great strikeout for Dylan Finelli, and touchdown strikeouts for the Tiger from Occidental College. Another scoreless frame for Dylan Finelli and the Medford Rogues. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Another 1-2-3 inning for Dylan Finelli. We go to the bottom half of inning number 5 right after this. Due up for the Rogues. It is Reginato, Ali, and Frito. Medford leading 1-0 against Seattle on opening night 2025. We'll be right back after this. Medford Rogues baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
It's another season of Rogues baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Every day the Rogues play at home, it's a different promotional night. Tuesday is Chick-fil-A night and Thursday is Thirsty Thursday, just to name a few. To find out which promotional day works for you, go to our website, medfordrogues.com. And as always, go Rogues! Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Tangilano leads off the bottom half of inning number 5, as it is the 9-1-2 batters due up for the Medford Rogues. Reginato followed by Ali and Frito. First pitch on the way. It's going to be a chopper, and that will be a throw over to first base. Kind of a little bit confusing there for Frankie. Frankie thought that was a foul ball. So he'll be out for out number 1, 1 pitch, 1 out to begin the bottom half of inning number 5. Or now Kevin Olmstead's going to come over now and talk. So Kevin Olmstead will have a quick conversation with the home plate umpire. We go back to work once again, 1 pitch, 1 out to begin the bottom half of inning number 5. As it is, Johnny Alley ready to go to work now. 0 for 1 so far, reached on an error back in the first. First pitch on the way from Herrick comes home. That's going to be in the air. Right center field going back is Carl. And that ball's going to go right by the wall, right by the UPS store. Rounding first, speeding towards second. He's going to go all the way to third. And look at this. Alley's going to slide at third, and the tag is not going to be in time. It's a 1-out sliding triple off the bat of Johnny Alley. What a hit by the Matador from Cal State Northridge. Johnny Alley having fun tonight on opening night 2025 as he gets into the deepest part of the park near the UPS store sign. And the Rogues offense is only 90 feet away from scoring in the bottom half of inning number 5. First pitch on the way from Herrick. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Strike 1 to Mark Frito. 0 for 2 so far tonight. Frito trying to get this offense to move. Alley able to provide the spark. He's over at third. That's going to be lined up the middle into center field. And that's a base hit. RBI single off the bat of the third baseman, Mark Frito. And the Rogues offense comes alive. The first run scored since the first inning. And the Rogues lead at 2-0 in the bottom half of inning number 5. So 2-0, Rogues out in front with 1 out. This Rogues offense starting to wake up right now on opening night 2025 as the first baseman Garrett Bardo goes to work now. First pitch on the way. It's cut on and miss, strike 1. Bardo is 0 for 1 so far, hit by a pitch back in the first. It's Medford right now showing some life right now. 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors on opening night 2025. Wind still blowing into the ballpark. Strike 1 pitch home, and that almost takes Bardo's head off. Ball 1, that pitch that missed inside. Throw over to first base, try to get the runner Frito out. He's able to slide back to the bag safely. Still 1 ball and 1 strike in the bottom half of inning number 5. 2-0, Rogues out in front against Seattle on opening night. 1-1. Fastball, that's slapped up the middle, picked up by the shortstop Stocking, tosses over to the second baseman, Enrique Rose to throw over to first, and that's going to be a double play. So it's a 6-4-3 double play. And the inning is over. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors.
No runners left on.
And nobody left on. We have played 5 in Medford as we go to the top half of inning number 6 right after this. 2-0, Medford out in front against Seattle. Medford Rogues baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great.
And we need you to know your role.
Whether you're in youth sports,
High school sports,
or college, know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach.
You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
it's my experience.
let my coach coach me.
Cheer for other players too.
Not just me. That's weird.
Don't yell at the refs.
They have a hard job.
Know your role. Coaches, keep it in perspective.
I'm out here to have fun.
I want to play a lot of different sports. What's a scholarship?
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role. Hey, ref.
Thank you.
Thank you for having such great sports programs here.
And for remembering to
Know your role.
Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
New new pitcher for your Medford Rogues as we go to the top half of inning number 6 in at Medford, Oregon, as it is CJ Recruity will take over the reins from Dylan Finelli. And this pitching change is brought to you by KTVL10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. As he's getting his warm-up tosses in right now, Recruity's getting his warm-up tosses in right now as the Rogues leading 2-0 against the Seattle Studs on opening night 2025. It's been an interesting one so far.
From Sierra College, number 46, CJ Ricorti.
So CJ Recruity from Sierra Junior College ready to go to work now. Final line score, will give that in a minute for Dylan Finelli. Dylan Finelli able to pitch very well tonight, as it is the 1, 2, and 3 batters due up for the Seattle Studs of Chandler Stocking, followed by Bradley Carl, and it Tristan Ringrose. Here's Recruity ready to go to work now. A tall right-handed pitcher ready to face the righty of Stocking. First pitch on the way from Recruity comes home. That's a fastball. It misses downstairs. Ball 1. One-0 pitch. Misses inside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to the shortstop of Chandler Stocking. 0 for 2 so far tonight. Recruity behind 2 balls and no strikes. CJ ready. Tall righty delivers. Off-speed pitch. Good off-speed pitch location on the outside corner. Strike 1. Two and 1. Good off-speed pitch, misses downstairs. Ball 3, and Recruity's trying not to give Stocking a walk in the top half inning number 6. It's not about the set at the ballpark. 3 balls, 1 strike. Recruity delivers. 3-1 pitch, misses upstairs. Ball 4, and Stocking's able to work a walk to lead off the top half inning number 6. As that is the first walk issued in this season. As that final line score for Dylan Finelli, 5 innings pitch, gave up 3 hits, no runs, no errors, did not walk anybody, but struck out 7. Good pitching by Dylan Finelli and good composure on the hill for the Tiger from Occidental College. 7 strikeouts in his first appearance in a Medford Rogues uniform. As Ortiz is talking with his new pitcher, CJ Recruity, just telling him, hey, you know what? Hey, calm down. You got it. You got it. It's probably one of the biggest crowds these pitchers have seen so far in their playing career. We don't have the total yet on how many people have come into Harry and David Field. We'll probably get that in the post-game show. First offering on the way from Recruity comes home to the lefty. That's going to be lined into right field. Base hit for Bradley Carl. Rounding second, speeding towards third is Stocking. And Stocking's going to stop at third base, so that's going to be a single off the bat of Bradley Carl, putting runners on the corners now. The tying run over at first base. The go-ahead run comes to the dish. Second baseman Tristan Ringrose ready to go to work now. And let's see how CJ Recruity handles this pressure and adversity of runners on the corner. Still nobody gone. As this is a Rogue squad being put to the test on the middle part of this one. Top half inning number 6. Medford leading 2-0 against the Seattle Studs on opening night 2025. First offering on the way. Good curveball finds the middle upper, actually upper third, strike 1. Stocking at third, Carl at first. Tristan Ringrose 0 for 2 so far tonight. Hitless on the evening. Strike 1 pitch home from Recruiting. That's a fastball, misses down and out. Ball 1. Still nobody gone in the top half inning number 6. Wind starting to pick up now. The wind's still been blowing into the ballpark. Bardo holding the runner at first. That's going to be lined right to the third baseman of Furdo. What a play by the Vulcan from Hawaii Hilo. Furdo with the leap. Good job there by the Vulcan from Hawaii Hilo. 1 gone in the top half inning number 6. What a play there by Furdo. That might be our play of the game on the Rogue Streaming Network. So if 1 gone and runners on the corners, Ben Sherman goes to work now. 1 for 2 so far tonight. CJ Recruity trying to settle in right now. Good crowd on hand at Harry and David Field. Enjoying this one. First game of the season. Everyone's excited. Now, there was a TV station here today They're actually broadcasting live from the ballpark. First offering on the way from CJ is a wave and a miss, strike one. Ben Sherman's been probably one of the biggest hitters so far for the stud squad tonight. 1 for 2 so far. Base hit back in the second, but was left stranded over at second base. But grounded out to third, back in the fourth. Medford leading 2-0 against the Studs on opening night. Strike one pitch home, and that's going to be upstairs. A throw over to second base, and the tag is going to be in time. What a play there by Chris Ortiz. 2 gone in the top half of inning number 6. And a good recovery now by CJ Recruity. Getting up a walk in his first at-bat, giving up a base hit. Able to get a line out off the bat of Ringrose. Ortiz able to throw Carl out at second base. 2 gone and 1 on. A runner only 90 feet away from scoring. That's the runner of Stocking over at third base. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch home. And that's downstairs. Ball 1. So Recruity pitching well so far tonight. Had a shaky start, trying to close it out. Wind blowing softly into the ballpark now. Right on right matchup, top of 6. Medford leading 2-0 against Seattle, game 1 of this 4-game series. 1-2. And that's a fastball, misses inside, ball 2. Infield playing deep for the Rogues now. Deuces wild in the pitch. 2-2, misses low and in. Ball 3, and the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Medford leading 2-0 against Seattle. Top of 6, opening night 2025 at the ballpark at Harry and David Field. And the payoff pitch. And that's going to miss outside, ball 4. And Sherman's able to work a 2-out walk, putting runners on the corners now. Second walk issued by CJ Recruity. So 2 gone and 2 on. It is the batter of the center fielder, Randy Spurg, ready to go to work now.
Randy Sparrow.
As he goes to work now. Actually, my apologies, Randy Sparrow, I should say. Sparrow's 1 for 2 so far tonight. Runners on the corners, 2 gone, 2-0. Medford out in front. First pitch on the way. Fastball finds the inside corner. Good location by CJ Recruity. Strike 1. Strike 1 pitch home from CJ. That's a wave and a miss. Good fastball. Make him chase. Strike 2, and now CJ Recruity's in charge of the count. No balls and 2 strikes in the top of 6. Stocking at third, Sherman at first. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Fastball blows right past him. Strike 3, and the side is retired. CJ Recruity's able to get out of the jam. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left as it is. Stocking at third and Sherman at first. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6 right after this. 2 up for the Rogues. It is Casagrande followed by Corabias and Ortiz. It's opening night 2025 in the Rogue Valley. Medford Rogues baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great.
And we need you to know your role.
Whether you're in youth sports,
high school sports,
or college, know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach.
You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
it's my experience.
let my coach coach me.
Cheer for other players too.
Not just me. That's weird.
Don't yell at the refs.
They have a hard job.
Know your role. Coaches, keep it in perspective.
I'm out here to have fun.
I want to play a lot of different sports. What's a scholarship?
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role. Hey, ref.
Thank you.
Thank you for having such great sports programs here.
And for remembering to
know your role.
Rogue Greetings Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyinn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
We go to the bottom half of inning number 6 at Harry and David Field. My name is Brian Welch with the Rogue Streaming Network. Glad to be a part of your Thursday evening wherever you may be watching or listening to Medford Rogues Baseball. New pitcher for the Seattle Studs as it is Noah Parks, the righty from Washington. He attends Keystone University as he takes the reins over from the starter Peter Herrick. As he's getting his warm-up tosses in right now, as the first 3 batters he'll see are Caden Crosagande, followed by Orlando Corabias and Chris Ortiz. In the bottom half of inning number 6, 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for your Rogues. No runs, 4 hits, and 1 error for the Seattle Studs.
Caden
Caden Crosagande goes to work now for his 3rd trip of the evening. One for 2 so far tonight as he gets to go to battle it out with Noah Parks. We'll give you that final line score for the starter, Peter Herrick. First offering on the way from Parks. That's a fastball. That's going to find the outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch home. Fastball misses inside, ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. Fastball fouled off to the screen, strike 2. Final line score for Peter Herrick. Able to pitch 5 innings strong, giving up 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 error. Walked 1, but struck 2. So similar outings from Herrick and Dylan Finelli on opening night 2025. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Noah Parks ready. And the pitch home. 1-2. Fastball misses high and tight. Ball 2. Casagrande 1 for 2 so far tonight. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. Had a base hit back in the 4th. Was thrown out at third base. 2-2. Fastball downstairs, ball 3, and the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Caden Casagrande. Caden Casagrande trying to get this offense moving. The Rogues able to score once in the first, once in the 5th. 2 runs on 4 hits so far for Medford. Payoff pitch home. Fastball misses down and out, ball 4. And Casagrande is able to work a walk to lead off the bottom half of inning number 6. So Casagrande gets over to first base. The left fielder, Orlando Corabias, goes to work now. Also 1 for 2 for tonight. Corabias, the outfielder for the Rogues, trying to get this offense moving. Medford leads 2-0 against this Seattle squad. Game 1 of this 4-game series at Harry and David Field. Just a picture-perfect evening for baseball. First offering on the way as a fastball blows past Corabias, strike 1. Orlando Corabias, base hit back in the 4th. Made all the way to third base, but was left stranded over at third. This catcher of Fernandez will have a conversation with his reliever, Noah Parks. In this pause of the action, we are brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings and even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix and at Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, a proud supporter of sports and at your Rogues. Medford leading 2-0 against Seattle. Bottom half of inning number 6. Brian Welch with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Glad to be a part of your opening night, wherever you may be watching or listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network. Strike 1 pitch home, and that's a fastball. Blows right past Corabias, strike 2. Chris Ortiz, the catcher from Sonoma State, waits on deck for the Rogues. Runner at first base, it's Caden Casagrande, the first baseman of Copeland holding the runner at first. Medium-sized lead. Now it's Casagrande dancing around. 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses up and out. Ball 1. This is a game that it's about to hit the 2-hour mark in the next 20 minutes. 1-2. That's going to be golfed into right field. Tracking down is the right fielder of Carl. And he's able to rob the left fielder Orlando Corabias. And that ball gets away from the first baseman. And Casagrande is going to take advantage of that as he scampers towards second base. So Caden Casagrande able to get over to second base on the second error of the evening from Seattle. So it will be a throwing error on the relay. So one gone in the bottom half of inning number 6 as Chris Ortiz goes to work now. Casagrande over at second base. That eliminates the double play ball. Bottom half inning number 6, 2-0. Rogues out in front against the Seattle Studs on opening night 2025. Rogues trying to get this on, keep the offense moving. 2 runs on 4 hits so far, bottom of 6. Strike 1 pitch on the way, and that's going to be a fastball. It lasers in on the inside corner. Strike 1 to Chris Ortiz. Chris Ortiz 0 for 1 with a walk so far. Wind still blowing into the ballpark now at Harry and David Field. Strike 1 pitch home from Noah. That's going to be a fastball that finds the upper third. Strike 2. And Noah Parks is in charge of the count. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes, the pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball right to the third baseman of Gallagher. The throw over to first, and the throw is in time for out number 2. 5-3 on the ground out for the second out of the frame as Troy Osborne goes to work now. Osborne 0 for 1 so far tonight.
From Grants Pass and Sacramento State University, Troy Osborne.
So now Osborne goes to work now for his 3rd trip through the order. Again, Casagrande over at second base. Infield playing deep for the Studs of Seattle. 2 gone and 1 on. Bottom of 6, 2-0. Rogues out in front on opening night 2025 at Harry and David Field. First offering on the way. That's a fastball fisted to the fence. Strike 1. That was a very good conversation with Troy Osborne. You can listen to that conversation in the Rogues pregame show. Very good conversation talking about being able to wear this Rogues uniform for his 3rd straight year. Strike 1 pitch home from Parks. That's a fastball, pass ball. That gets away. Caden Casagrande is going to take advantage of that as he gets over to third base, putting the Rogues only 90 feet away from scoring. So Caden Casagrande able to get over to second base on the air, and now with that wild pitch from Noah Parks has the Rogues in the driver's seat, only 90 feet away from scoring. 2-0, Rogues out in front, 1 ball and 1 strike. The bottom of 6, and the pitch, and that's a fastball, finds the outside corner, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. That's going to be in the air. That bat breaks, and that ball is going to go trailing foul into the Rogues dugout. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes in the bottom half of inning number 6. And this season, Rogues are swinging torpedo bats, actually. Torpedo bats you might have heard about during the opening weekend in the MLB. Also, you see them in the minor league baseball, and now it's made its way to summer collegiate baseball. I like the torpedo bats making its introduction to summer collegiate baseball. I like, you know what? Hey, if the pros are swinging it, these college kids should be swinging it as well in the summer collegiate baseball leagues. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Parks ready, and the 1-2 pitch. And that is downstairs, ball 2. This is a big at-bat right now for the Rogues. Casagrande only 90 feet away from scoring. Troy Osborne trying to keep this inning going. 2 gone, deuces wild. And the pitch home. And that's a pitch that misses inside on the off-speed. Ball 3, and the count fills up. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And now Troy Osborne, the Grants Pass native, hungry to get aboard now with the count full. Payoff pitch, and that's going to be in the air. Pop up. Drifting to his left is Carl, the right fielder, and he's able to make the play for out number 3. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors. Actually, excuse me, 1 error and 1 left, as it is Caden Casagrande over at third base. We go to the 7th right after this. It's Medford leading 2-0 against Seattle. We go to the 7th right after this. Medford Rogues Baseball, the Rogues Streaming Network.
Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes, parents, community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer.
At Harry and David Field, one of the most famous traditions for promotions at Harry and David Field is the Dizzy Bat Race. That is correct, but that score was not dizzy as the Rogues lead 2-0 against the Seattle Studs on opening night. My name is Brian Welch of the Rogues Streaming Network. Glad to be a part of your Thursday evening, wherever you may be watching or listening to Medford Baseball. If you just now join us, let's talk about what has gone on so far. Rogues able to strike first in the bottom half inning number 1 off a fielder's choice. That drove in Johnny Alley, as Johnny Alley was able to get the offense moving again in the bottom half inning number 5 of that triple, and then RBI single by Mark Frito, able to get him across the plate. And that's been the offense so far for the Rogues tonight on opening night 2025. 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, as it was a great start from the Tiger from Occidental College down in Southern California. Berkeley's own Dylan Finelli able to pitch well, able to strike out a touchdown of Studs batters. 7 strikeouts on the night with 5 innings pitched, giving up only 3 hits, no runs, and walked nobody. And CJ Recruity from Sierra Junior College ready to go to work now for his second inning of work. Only has given up 1 hit so far, as it is the 6, 7, 8 batters due up at Bergstrom, followed by Copeland and Fernandez. Top half inning number 7, 2-0. Medford out in front against the Seattle Studs on opening night 2025. First pitch on the way, fastball, first pitch swing, and that's going to be in the air. Shallow at foul territory. Bardo will try to track it down, but it will land right by the net. Strike 1. And you might see on your screen right now with the sun about to set. The sun is setting to the left of you on the screen, and visibility is going to be treacherous right now on the top half inning number 7. Can CJ Recruity have a quick inning? Able to get out of that jam after getting him a walk, a base hit. Let Ortiz have a throw out of bat. That's going to be a chopped ball down that third base side, and it trails foul. Strike 2. And right now, Recruity's in charge of the count. No balls and 2 strikes in the top half inning number 7, 2-0. Medford out in front on opening night 2025. Rogues looking pretty comfortable right now in the friendly confines of Harry and David Field. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch home from CJ. That's going to be an off-speed. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Another strikeout for CJ Recruity to begin the top half inning number 7. So his second strikeout of the evening brings up Jackson Copeland now. 0 for 2 so far tonight for the Seattle Studs. The Studs offense has been miffed by this Rogues pitching staff so far by Dylan Finelli and CJ Recruity. 1 gone and nobody on. First pitch on the way. It's an off-speed pitch that misses down and out. Ball 1. One ball, no strikes. and the pitch home. Fastball misses high and in, ball 2. 4 hits have come off the bat of Sherman, Sparrow, Carl, and Carl. Carl's had 2 hits so far tonight. Copeland is still hitless in the Rogue Valley. 2-0 pitch. Fastball misses outside, ball 3. Right now, this Medford squad looking strong early in this one, early part of the season. I know it's only game 1, but you like the pitching staff and how it's been able to pitch well. Can Recruity get out of this? Trying to keep this at bat going. 3-0 pitch on the way. Off-speed curveball finds the inside corner, strike 1 to keep the at bat going. Joel Fernandez waits on deck for Seattle. Three balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Fastball, wave and a miss, strike 2. And the count fills up. 3 balls and 2 strikes in the top of 7. 2-0, Medford out in front against Seattle. Game 2 tomorrow will be at 6:35, first fireworks show of the season. Then Saturday is country night. That's correct. Payoff pitch from Recruity. That's going to be in the air. Left field drifting to his left is Corabias. Corabias near the Chick-fil-A sign in left center, able to make the grab for out number 2. So Copeland flies out for the second out of the frame. 2 up, 2 down in the top half, inning number 7, as the catcher Joel Fernandez goes to work now.
Now batting,
Fernandez also 0 for 2 so far tonight. Infield's been playing deep so far for the Rogues. And once again, the wind still blowing into the ballpark. That, if you've ever been to a game at Harry and David Field, the wind blowing in is as constant as that fastball misses inside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes, and the pitch home. Off-speed curveball finds the outside corner. A beautiful pitch by C.J. Recruity. That kisses the outside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch home. Fastball, that's going to be in the air, and that's going to be tapped foul on the grass berm. Actually lands right by a dad in a green shirt. He's able to make the play. Look at that. It's a mom and dad with their kids at the ball game. Able to take home a souvenir. Recruity ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch home. Fastball misses down and out, ball 2. And now this is a big at-bat right now for C.J. Recruity. 2 gone and nobody on, top of 7. 2 strikeouts so far for Recruity. Deuce is wild right now. And the pitch. Off speed, that's going to be popped up. Left side of the infield, calling everybody off is the third baseman, Firdo. And he's going to go to his left, and he's able to make the play for out number 3. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left, as it is a 1-2-3 frame for C.J. Recruiting. It is time to stretch at Harry and David Field for the first time in 2025. It's Medford with 2, Seattle with 0. More for the Rogue Valley right after this. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at MedfordRogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at Figaro's.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Every day the Rogues play at home, it's a different promotional night. Tuesday is Chick-fil-A night and Thursday is Thirsty Thursday, just to name a few. To find out which promotional day works for you, go to our website, MedfordRogues.com. And as always, go Rogues! Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at RogueRegencyInn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
the bottom half of inning number 7 at Harry and David Field in Medford, Oregon. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. New pitcher for Seattle as it is Bryce Foster on the hill in relief of Noah Parks as he's getting his warm-up tosses in right now. As Bryce Foster is the right-handed pitcher from Linwood, Washington. He's attending Jamestown University as he'll face the 8, 9, and 1 batters of Isaac Hill, followed by Frankie Reginato and Johnny Alley. As he's getting his warm-up tosses in right now. I'll try to get that final line score for you. But right now, if you're watching the stream right now, it is the sun starting to set at Harry and David Field. It's a perfect evening for baseball, as this Rogues offense only able to score 2 runs so far in the first and the 5th frame. As Noah Parks was able to go 1 inning strong, no hits, no runs, no errors, but gave up 1 walk, and he did not strike out anybody. So now Isaac Hill goes to work now, 0 for 2 so far on the night. Bottom half inning number 7, Medford leading 2-0 against Seattle. Medford trying to put a little bit of insurance on Seattle on this first game of this 4-game series. First pitch on the way from the starter of Bryce Foster as a fastball misses outside, ball 1. Isaac Hill has been a hitter trying to get aboard here, hitless on the afternoon. He fists that one foul, a roller down that first base side. And a good play there by assistant coach Ryan Otto. I know his family's listening right now. I know his wife is listening right now on the Rogue Streaming Network, so shout out to them. 1 ball and 1 strike in the bottom half of inning number 7. 1-1, and that's a fastball right down Cedar Avenue. Strike 2, and now Bryce Foster ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes in the bottom of 7. One ball, 2 strikes. An off-speed pitch that misses inside, ball 2. Two and 2. Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner, and Hill cannot believe it. And Hill will go back to the dugout. First batter, Foster, he's able to strike him out.
From Medford in the University of Portland.
1 gone and nobody on it. As Frankie Retigliano goes to work now. 1 gone and nobody on. Bottom half inning number 7, 2-0. Medford out in front against the Seattle Studs on opening night 2025. Rogues right now trying to put some insurance as he first pitch swung on, and that swings at it. It's going to foul it off to that first base side, strike 1. Retigliano hitless on the afternoon, so hitless on the evening, I should say. 0 for 2 so far tonight. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch home. Strike 1 pitch misses outside of a fastball, ball 1. Retigliano struck out back in the 3rd at the hands of the starter, Peter Herrick. Grounded out in the 5th, a 2-3 on that controversial play, 1-1. That's going to be an off-speed pitch that finds the upper 3rd, and the home plate umpire of Harvey Maxey saying that was a strike. Zone shifting a bit. Late goings in this one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch home. 1-2, fastball misses outside. Ball 2. Johnny Alley waits on deck. Top of the order guy for the Rogues. 2-2. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 3, and the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. One constant that's been happening so far this evening has been the wind. The 3-2 on the way. Off speed, strike 3 called on the upper 3rd. And Retigliano will go back to the dugout, and the Rogues fans have a rain of boos for a home plate umpire of Harvey Maxey. So back-to-back Ks for Bryce Foster brings up the right footer of Johnny Alley. You can definitely tell the zone has shifted a bit up. So now Johnny Alley ready to go to work now, as he is 1 for 2 with an error. First pitch on the way, swung on, and that's going to be fouled off to the left side. Strike 1. Lights on and Harry and David Field, 2-0. Medford out in front against the Seattle Studs on opening night 2025 on this Thursday evening. Strike pitch 1 pitch on the way, and that's a fastball that finds the outside corner. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 0-2. That's going to be a fisted right to the second baseman. Slow roller picked up at the second baseman. Ring Rose to throw over to first. And the stretch by the first baseman of Copeland will be in time for out number 3. And Bryce Foster is able to have a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and at nobody left. We go to the 8th right after this. It's Medford out in front 2-0 against Seattle on opening night 2025. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogues Streaming Network.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Every day the Rogues play at home, it's a different promotional night. Tuesday is Chick-fil-A night and Thursday is Thirsty Thursday, just to name a few. To find out which promotional day works for you, go to our website, medfordrogues.com. And as always, go Rogues! Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
New pitcher for your Medford Rogues. We go to the top half of inning number 8 in at Medford, Oregon. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogues Streaming Network as it is. Luis Acevedo on the hill pitching in relief of CJ Recruiting. Luis Acevedo from Temecula, California, the Golden Eagle from Concordia University of Irvine. As again, his warm-up tosses in this spring. Earned run average of 16.87. Earned run average, 2 appearances for the Golden Eagles. Only pitched 2 2/3 innings. As he is going to be facing the top of the order for the Seattle Stud Squad. The throw over to second base by Ortiz means we're about ready to get back to action. The top half inning number 8, Medford out in front 2-0 against Seattle. 1 run scored in the first, 1 in the 5th. As this Rogue squad right now having some shutdown defense. Good pitching by Dylan Finelli, who started the game with 5 innings strong, pitching well, able to strike out 7 Seattle batters. The ball was given to CJ Recruity, able to go 2 innings strong. And now Luis Acevedo has the reins of the horse. First pitch on the way as a fastball misses upstairs, ball 1.
Off the top of the 8th for Seattle, third baseman.
Actually, my apologies. It's the 9, 1, and 2 batters due up, I should say, of Jake Gallagher leading off the frame. Got a little bit ahead of myself. 1 ball, no strikes. That's a fastball fisted foul to the fence. Strike 1. If you're head coach Kevin Olmstead, you're pretty happy about how your pitchers have been able to stay composed in their outings on the hill. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch home. Fastball, a roller foul, bouncing down in that first base side foul, strike 2. But it's just been good to see this pitching staff be able to say, hey, we're able to get out of jams. You got to go back. When Dylan Finelli was on the hill pitching, runners at first and second, able to strike out the batter and get a couple flyouts to close out the frame. Just good composure by Dylan Finelli as well as CJ Recruity. Now it's Luis Acevedo, 1 ball, 2 strikes. That off-speed pitch, check swing, and the first base umpire of Andrew Herbold said he did not go. Ball 2. The Rogues faithful a little bit not happy with how the strike zone has shifted a little bit for Harvey Maxey behind the dish, calling the balls and strikes. 2-2. Fastball blows right past him. Strike 3. 1 gone in the top half inning number 8. Luis Acevedo able to go get him with the fastball. 1 gone in the top of 8. And his first strikeout for Luis Acevedo as Chandler Stocking goes to work now. 0 for 2 with a walk on this evening. Rogues right now trying to get off the field defensively. Infield playing deep for the Rogues. First pitch on the way. It's a fastball, wave and a miss, strike one. As an airliner flies overhead from right to left on your screen. You might see it on your screen right now. Strike one to pitch home. Good curveball. Benton's in for a strike on the inside corner. Strike two, and Acevedo's in charge of the count. No balls and 2 strikes. The top half of inning number 8. 0-2. Fastball. That's going to be a bouncer over the hill. That's going to escape into center field. And Stocking's able to get aboard with a 1-out knock in the top half inning number 8. So Stocking gets his first hit of the series. As the right fielder Bradley Carl will go to work now with 1 gone and 1 on.
Now batting
top
right
half
fielder
inning number
Bradley
8.
Carl.
And now this is a big opportunity if you are Medford to start thinking of a double play ball right now, as Bardo will hold the runner at first base. Top half inning number 8, 2-0. Medford out in front against Seattle on opening night 2025. It's been a perfect evening for baseball. And starting to see some of the oranges appear on your screen. First pitch on the way, and that's going to be, was a strike as he did go for it. 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Bradley Carl, as he is 2 for 3 so far tonight. Carl, before that base hit from Chandler Stocking, was the last hit for the Studs. Strike one pitch on the way. Good curveball. It bends in for a strike on the outside corner. Strike two. And now a good composure now by Luis Acevedo as he's in charge. No balls and 2 strikes. Wind blowing into the ballpark now. Bardo holding the runner at first base. The 0-2 pitch. That's going to be a chopper up the middle. Picked up by Reginato, and he's going to mishandle it. And Reginato cannot get the throw over to first as Carl gets over to first base. So a base hit off the bat of Stocking, and now Carl brings up the second baseman, Tristan Ringrose.
Now batting
And it's
second
Seattle
baseman,
showing life
Tristan
in the top of
Ringrose.
8. This is a very important inning right now for Luis Acevedo. And this Rogues pitching staff being pushed to the limit on opening night. Good test for the Rogues so far. As Luis Acevedo has some pressure right now with runners at first and second. Only 1 gone. First offering home. Fastball fouled off to the screen. Strike 1. Runners at first and second. Stocking at second. Carl at first. Top of 8. Wind blowing into the ballpark. It's pretty comfortable temperatures right now at the yard. Rogues right now trying to get out of this jam. Luis Acevedo, the Golden Eagle from Concordia University of Irvine. Strike one pitch on the way. That's going to be fisted into right center. That's going to be for a hit. Rounding third, racing towards home is Stocking. The play at the plate, and the tag is not going to be in time. And an RBI single off the bat at Tristan Ringrose makes it a 1-run game. 2-1 Rogues out in front in the top half of inning number 8. So an RBI single off the bat of Ringrose brings up the DH man, Ben Sherman. And with 2 on and 1 gone,
Now batting
Rogues right now
designated
trying to
hitter
get out of
Ben
this jam.
Sherman.
So Seattle picks up their first run of the series in the top half inning number 8. And now it's a ball game. First pitch, that's going to be a fastball, escapes away out of the mid of Ortiz. And Bradley Carl's able to scoot on over from second to third, putting runners on the corners now. The top half inning number 8. So now the skipper, Kevin Olmstead, makes a swift walk to the hill. The talk with his whole entire infield, giving up a base hit, now an RBI single off the bat of Ringrose. Schulman's licking his chops, licking his lip. He's saying he's licking his chops right now, saying, hey, I'm hungry to make this offense move. So home plate umpire Harvey Maxey will go break up this conversation. Right now, can Luis Acevedo get out of this jam right now? Runners on the corners, 1 gone, 2-1. Rogues out in front, and you know Sherman's one of the best hitters so far in this lineup that knows this park pretty well. 4 home runs last season in that game, in that series against the Rogues. And that power hitter in the cleanup spot in the DH role, trying to push another run across the plate. One ball, no strikes. That's going to be a pass ball. Gets away. Going from third to home is Carl. And we are all tied up at 2 apiece off the pass ball. So now Carl will score. Ringrose will go over to second base. And now the count's 2 balls and no strikes. The top half of inning number 8. So now the Rogues bullpen scrambling to the pen right now. Ringrose at second base. Big lead for him at second. 2 balls, no strikes. Fastball misses upstairs. Ball 3. Luis Acevedo trying to get out of this jam. All tied up at 2 apiece. And right now this Rogue squad facing their hardest adversity they've seen so far this season, and it's a good test for opening night. 3 balls, no strikes. Fastball, that's going to be low and out. Ball 4. And Sherman's able to work a walk, putting runners at first and second now. It's looking good for Luis Acevedo with that strikeout, but giving up a pair of base hits, an RBI single, and now a walk. Kevin Olmstead will take the ball away from Luis Acevedo. New pitcher coming in for the Medford Rogues. Tell you is when we come right back after this. All tied up at 2 apiece with runners at first and second. Medford Rogues baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
It's another season of Rogues baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Every day the Rogues play at home, it's a different promotional night. Tuesday is Chick-fil-A night and Thursday is Thirsty Thursday, just to name a few. To find out which promotional day works for you, go to our website, medfordrogues.com. And as always, go Rogues! Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Nathan Hunter takes over the reins for the Medford Rogues in the top half inning number 8. The young man from Huntington Beach, California, also the Golden Eagle from Concordia University of Irvine, gets his warm-up tosses in right now as he'll be in relief of Luis Acevedo. Luis Acevedo only able to go a third of an inning, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs, no errors, walked 1, but struck out 1. And this pitching change is brought to you by KTVL10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment, as he'll be facing the center fielder, Randy Spiergo, as this is a stud squad showing some life right now in the top half inning number 8, all tied up at 2 apiece, as it is Ringrose at second base, Sherman at first. And this is a Rogue squad that's looking to try to find a way to get out of this frame alive, as Hunter's talking right now with his catcher of Ortiz. Hunter this season for the Golden Eagles had an earned run average of 6, had 10 appearances, and pitched in 9 innings for the Golden Eagles this spring down in Southern California. So a lengthy conversation on the hill. Harvey Maxey will slowly walk out, and the conversation concludes, and we go back to work once again. Sprague is 1 for 3 Sparrow's 1 for 3 so far tonight. That lone hit coming in the second inning. Runners at first and second, 1 gone, all tied up at 2 apiece. First pitch on the way is a fastball that lasers in on the outside corner, strike 1, and a good velocity there by Nathan Hunter. You take a look at it, we don't have a radar gun up here, but possibly upper 80s, low 90s by Nathan Hunter. Strike one, pitch home. Off speed, wave and a miss, strike two. Gets Sparrow to chase. As Nathan Hunter's in charge, no balls and 2 strikes. Sparrow struck out a pair of times in the 4th and the 6th. Runners at first and second, no balls, 2 strikes. Fastball, that's going to be fouled off to the right side. He'll do it again, still no balls and 2 strikes. The top half, inning number 8. 2-7-0 for Seattle. 2 runs on 7 hits, no errors. 0-2. That's going to be a ground ball to the right side. Going to his left is Casagrande. A throw over to second base. The throw will not be over to first base, but Rotaliano is able to force the runner out at second base for Sherman. So Sparrow reaches on a fielder's choice.
Attention, please. Pinch hitting for Seattle from Pacific University, number 30, Nicholas Salins.
So Nicholas Salins goes in, pinch hitting for Bergstrom. So expect Salins to be in left field the bottom half of the inning. First pitch on the way is going to be a good strike on the outside third. 0-1. 2 gone and 2 on in the top half, inning number 8. Beautiful evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. Sparrow holding the runner at first. Strike one pitch on the way. Off speed misses outside. Ball 1. Ringrose over at third. Sparrow at first base. Wind still blowing into the ballpark. Still a constant. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. 1-1. That's going to be missing downstairs. Ball 2. Bergstrom 0 for 3 so far tonight. All struck out all 3 times. 2 balls, 1 strike. Off-speed pitch misses outside. Ball 3. And now Nathan Hunter behind 3 balls and 1 strike. Trying to avoid loading the bases. The top of 8. 3-1. Fastball downstairs, ball 4. And that loads the bases in the top half, inning number 8.
Now batting first base.
So that is the second walk issued in this inning. First one issued by Nathan Hunter. So right now with 2 gone and the bases juiced in the top half, inning number 8, all tied up at 2 apiece between Seattle and Medford. Big opportunity right now. Can Nathan Hunter shut the door on Seattle? First offering. Fastball. That's a chopper up the middle. Going to his right is Casagrande. Stabs the throw over to first, and the throw is not going to be dug out in time. The ball gets away from Bardo. 1 run's in, 2 runs are in, and it's a 2-run RBI single off the bat of Jackson Copeland. So they are going to, that probably might be an error, might be an E3.
Batting catcher Joel Fernandez.
So Joel Fernandez goes to work once again. So they are going to say it will be a single. 4-2, Seattle out in front. So that pitch on the way misses outside. Actually, it will be a strike, actually. My apologies. No balls and 1 strike in the top half, inning number 8. 4 runs have come across the plate so far in this frame. Throw over to first base, chase back the runner of Copeland. This has been a disastrous inning if you are Medford. This pitch on the way. Fastball blows right past the batter of Fernandez. Strike 2. And now Nathan Hunter is ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Salins at third. Copeland at first. Fernandez 0 for 3 so far tonight. Hitless on the evening. The 0-2 on the way. That's going to be popped up. Screams over our heads. Still no balls and 2 strikes in the top half, inning number 8. Due up for the Rogues in the bottom half of the inning. It's Frito, followed by Bardo and Casagrande. Rogues trailing by 2, 4-2 on opening night 2025. Runners on the corners, 2 gone. 4 runs have come across so far in the frame. The 0-2 on home, and it's going to be fouled off behind the dish. And we'll do it again, still no balls and 2 strikes. A good battle between Nathan Hunter and Joel Fernandez. Fernandez from Yakima, Washington, trying to continue this 4-run frame. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch, and that's going to be a pass ball. Gets past Ortiz, and Salen's able to capitalize on that one, make it a 5-run frame in the inning. So Copeland gets over to second base. 5-2 Seattle out in front on opening night 2025, and it's just the snowball's getting bigger and bigger. Infield playing deep now for the Rogues. Top of 8, 5-2 Seattle out in front. 1-2. That's going to be laced into left field. That's going to drop for a hit. Rounding thirds, racing towards home is Copeland. And that's going to be another hit. And it's a RBI double that drives in one. And Joel Fernandez keeps the offense moving for Seattle. A 6-run frame for the Studs.
Now batting third baseman Jake Gallagher.
So we go to the guy who led off the frame, who struck out. Jake Gallagher goes to work now for his second at-bat of the inning. First pitch on the way. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 1. And the wheels are almost falling off the tracks right now for this pitching staff for the Rogues. Looked pretty good with that strikeout by Luis Acevedo, but giving up that pair of base hits and that RBI single. As that 1-0 pitch is downstairs, ball 2. The snowball kept getting bigger and bigger, and Sherman's able to work that walk, and Sparrow's able to reach on the fielder's choice. Salen's able to work that walk. RBI single by Copeland, and another RBI double by Fernandez has made this game a completely different one. We went into the top half inning number 8. Studs out in front, 6-2 against the Rogues. 6 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors so far tonight. 3 balls, no strikes. Fastball right down Cedar Avenue, strike 1 to keep the at-bat alive for Nathan Hunter. Nathan Hunter has had some good control, has had some lights of brilliance. 3-1 pitch. That's going to be lined, skied foul to that right side. Strike 2 as the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The top half inning number 8. 6 runs so far. Three balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch, and that's going to be strike 3 called on the outside corner. The throw over to first, and it's going to be in time for out number 3, and the side is retired, but the Studs get the job done. They get the job done on 6 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left as it is Joel Fernandez over at second base. We go to the bottom half of inning number 8. Right after this, can the Rogues salvage this one on opening night 2025? Can Mark Frito, Garrett Bardo, and Caden Casagrande do that? We shall see when we come right back after this. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogues Streaming Network.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great.
And we need you to know your role.
Whether you're in youth sports,
high school sports,
or college, know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach.
You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
it's my experience.
let my coach coach me.
Cheer for other players too.
Not just me. That's weird.
Don't yell at the refs.
They have a hard job.
Know your role. Coaches, keep it in perspective.
I'm out here to have fun.
I want to play a lot of different sports. What's a scholarship?
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role. Hey, ref.
Thank you.
Thank you for having such great sports programs here.
And for remembering to
Know your role.
Rogue Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyinn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
After giving up 6 runs in the top half of inning number 8, Medford will go back to work offensively in the bottom half of inning number 8, as it is 2, 3, and 4 batters due up, but Mark Frito followed by Garrett Bardo and Caden Casagrande. My name is Brian Welch of the Rogue Streaming Network. Glad to be a part of your Thursday evening wherever you may be watching or listening to Medford Rogues Baseball. And the Rogues defense struggling to get off the field in the top half inning number 8 after the Studs able to score not 1 but all 6 runs so far this evening on opening night 2025, as Mark Frito goes to work now, as he's 1 for 3 so far tonight, as the Rogues right now in the bottom half inning number 8, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors so far at Harry and David Field. A first pitch on the way, as that will be a fastball right down Cedar Avenue, strike 1. And that pitch is a wave and a miss, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes in the bottom half inning number 8 as the right-handed batter, Mark Frito, behind no balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch, 0-2, ground ball, slap foul down that third base side. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Bryce Foster still on the hill pitching for Seattle. And he struck out, and that is another strikeout for Foster right there, as Frito goes down swinging as it is. Garrett Bardo coming in now. Bardo out of Sonoma State, ready to go to work now. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far tonight. The right-handed batter trying to get this offense moving as that first pitch on the way. It's a fastball that finds the outside corner, strike 1. As team president Dave May just informed me that Bryce Foster is a former Rogue, actually. Strike 1 pitch home. And that's going to be fisted foul to the screen, strike 2. Garrett Bardo out of Sonoma State. Out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, this season for the Seawolves, averaged .290 at the dish in Roanoke Park, the 0-2 home. And that's a fastball, wave and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Bryce Foster, 4 strikeouts so far in his relief outing. And Bryce Foster has the Rogues going 2 up, 2 down in the bottom half inning number 8. So now Caden Casagrande goes to work now in the bottom half inning number 8. As he's 1 for 2 so far with a walk on opening night. That first pitch comes home from Bryce Foster. That's a curveball that finds the inside corner, I should say, strike 1. Casagrande able to get a base hit back in the 4th, able to work a walk in the 6th, but was left stranded over at 3rd. Strike 1 pitch, fastball blows right past Casagrande, strike 2. Casagrande able to get the offense moving in the bottom half inning number 1. That RBI fielder's choice to get Johnny Alley across the plate. Behind 0-2, no balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Off-speed pitch, misses upstairs, ball 1. Bryce Foster has looked really strong indeed so far. 4 strikeouts to his name already on the hill. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 1-2, a ground ball left side going to his right is Stocking, the shortstop. The throw over to first, and the throw is in time for out number 3. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left as it is a 1-2-3 inning for Bryce Foster. We go to the 9th right after this. Seattle leading 6-2 against Medford. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes,
Parents,
community members.
anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes in stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball!
Because no ref, no game.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer.
We go to the ninth at Harry and David Field in Medford, Oregon. Beautiful evening for baseball, but that scoreboard is not beautiful. 6-2 Seattle out in front in game one of this four-game series, as it is Chandler Stocking is he getting ready to go, as it is the 1, 2, and 3 batters due up for Seattle. New pitcher for your Medford Rogues, as it is Caleb Randolph on the hill pitching from Central Point, Oregon, for the Owl of Oregon Tech. And this pitching change is brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. In the top half, inning number 9, first pitch on the way is a fastball that misses down and out, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes in the top half, inning number 9. 6 runs able to come across the plate for Seattle. That was the difference. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Fastball misses outside, ball 2. Right now, Medford trying to shut down the Studs lineup. 1, 2, 3, 5 pitchers have been used so far tonight. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch home. Fastball misses outside, ball 3. And Caleb Randolph trying not to issue a walk. Randolph had an earned run average of 1.21 this season for the Owls. 3-0. Fastball finds the outside inside corner, strike 1 to keep the at-bat going. Final number for Nathan Hunter, able to go 2 1/3 innings, giving up 2 hits, 3 runs, only walked once. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch home. 3-1 pitch, fastball misses outside, ball 4, and Chandler Stocking is able to work a lead-off walk in the 9th. So it is the 1, 2, and 3 batters due up, a Stocking followed by Carl and a Ringrose. So now Carl will go to work now. Actually, Bradley Carl, 3 for 4 tonight. Good hitting by Carl. First offering home, fastball, that's going to be in the air. First pitch swinging, tracking it down. And shallow left center field, drifting to his right is Rutaliano, and he's able to make the play for out number 1. So Carl flies out for the first out of the frame. As it is the second baseman, Tristan Ringrose, ready to go to work now, as he is 1 for 4 tonight. This has been a very interesting one to watch. It's been the top of the, it's been first pitch. Fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. 6-2, Seattle out in front on opening night 2025. The crowd still in attendance for the Rogues. Everybody in Medford's excited about what this team can bring. A strike 1 pitch home, and that's going to be skied foul down that first base side, strike 2. As Caleb Randolph is in charge of the count, no balls and 2 strikes in the top half, inning number 9. 6 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors for Seattle. All 6 runs coming in the 8th inning. And this game got out of hand in a hurry. The 0-2 pitch misses outside, ball 1. So right now this is a squad, they're still learning, but you can come back tomorrow and guns a-blazing offensively. 2 runs on 4 hits. Not the offensive output I don't think Coach Kevin Olmstead wanted to see from his team tonight. 1-2. Ground ball, bouncer foul down that first base side. I'll still do it again. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. The top half of inning number 9. Stay tuned for the Rogues post-game shows. We'll get a chance to go through the numbers and pick our offensive and defensive player of the game and preview tomorrow's Game 2 of this 4-game series. First pitch tomorrow at 6:35, pregame show at 6:20 on the Rogue Streaming Network. And don't forget, it is fireworks night, actually. 1 ball, 2 strikes, a throw over to first to chase back the runner of Stocking. Stocking's able to get back to the bag standing up. One ball, 2 strikes. Pass ball in the air, taps softly in the right field, drifting to his left is Allen on the run, makes the play for out number 2. So Ringrose flies out for the second out of the frame as the DH man Ben Sherman goes to work now. 2 gone and 1 on the top half of inning number 9. So Sherman has been hitting the ball well so far for Seattle. Only had 1 hit so far tonight, but trying to keep this offense moving as he's 1 for 2 with a pair of walks. First offering home, off-speed pitch misses high and tight, ball 1. Sherman had a base hit back in the second, able to get over to second base with left stranded there. Grounded out in the 4th, worked a walk in the 6th, worked a walk in the 8th. In that 6-run frame for Seattle, and you look back at the box score later tonight, that's going to be the big thing that stands out. 1-0. Fastball misses down and in, ball 2. But if you are Medford, there's a lot of positives to what you saw tonight. Good outing by Dylan Finelli, 5 innings strong. Able to strike out 7, 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch, 2-0 in the air, hit well into left center. That's going to drop in front of Kubrius in left center, and the inning continues for Ben Schulman. So a 2-out knock puts runners at first and second now in the top half of inning number 9.
Now batting center fielder Randy Spiro.
So Randy Sparrow goes to work now. Sparrow 1 for 4 tonight for this Studs offense. Studs come back tomorrow looking to take Game 2. The Rogues will be taking on the Studs. Rogues and the Studs, Game 2 of the series tomorrow evening at Harry and David Field. First offering home. Fastball misses outside, ball 1. And the question is, how does this Rogues team respond? That's probably the big question to ask. I know it's the first game, but how can you respond for the next game? Is that 1-0 pitch? Good curveball at Benson for a strike on the inside corner, strike 1. As Medford, the bottom half of inning number 9, will have Corbias, Ortiz, and Osborne due up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at first and second, and the pitch. Fastball is going to be downstairs, ball 2. Two and 1. That's a strike, pours in on the inside corner, strike 2. And now Deuces Wild in the top half of inning number 9. Infield playing deep for the Rogues. Runners at first and second, Stocking at second. Schulman at first. 2-2. Ground ball, that's going to go to the right side, picked up by Casagrande. The throw over to first, and a good stretch play by Bardo, and he gets him out in time for out number 3. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left as it is Stocking at second base and Sherman at first. We go to the bottom half of inning number 9. Right after this, due up for the Rogues. The bottom of the 9th, it's Corbias, Ortiz, and Osborne. 6-2 Seattle out in front. Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network.
It's another season of Rogues Baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Every day the Rogues play at home, it's a different promotional night. Tuesday is Chick-fil-A night and Thursday is Thirsty Thursday, just to name a few. To find out which promotional day works for you, go to our website, medfordrogues.com. And as always, go Rogues! Rogue Regency Inn is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It is the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, the banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Regency Inn is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Regency Inn at rogueregencyinn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
New pitcher for the Seattle Studs as we go to the bottom half of inning number 9 at Harry and David Field as it is. PJ Mortz on the hill in relief of the former Rogue, Bryce Foster. And this pitching change is brought to you by KTVL10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. As Bryce Foster able to go 2 innings strong, giving up no hits, no runs, no errors. Did not walk anybody, but the highlight for the Studs reliever is able to strike out 4 Rogues, as he'll be facing the 5, 6, and 7 batters of Correas, Ortiz, and Osborne, as Medford right now trailing 6-2 against Seattle. And right now, can the Rogues show some fight right now in the first game of this 2025 season? As right now, this Rogue squad,
Orlando Covarrubias.
So Orlando Covarrubias goes to work now in the bottom half of inning number 9. As is right now, this Rogue squad looking to make some noise. They trail by 4, 6-2 against Seattle on opening night 2025. First pitch on the way from PJ Mortz is a fastball that finds the outside corner, strike 1. PJ out of Long Island University, native of the Pacific Northwest, ahead, no balls and 1 strike. And the strike 1 pitch home. Downstairs, ball 1. PJ Mortz has that sidearm submariner approach. Kind of looks like a 3/4 throw or even a 2/3. Talking with head coach Barry Aiden before the game, he said, hey, it's always tough to get pitchers a 1-1. Fastball lasers in on the inside corner, strike 2. And Coach Aiden was talking about it's tough to get pitchers to get into summer ball because there's a lot of restrictions with their university or college. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball to 2 strikes. That pitch is going to be in the air, and that's going to be fouled off behind the plate. Do it again, still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Covarrubias 1 for 3 so far tonight. Base hit back in the 4th, did fly out in the 6th and the 1st. Covarrubias trying to make this offense work for the Rogues, trailing by 4, 6-2. 1-2. And that's fouled off once again. A good battle between Covarrubias and PJ Mortz. Rogues postgame show coming up right after the break. We'll pick our offensive, defensive player of the game, and we'll preview tomorrow's matchup, game 2 of this 4-game series happening at Harry and David Field. The 1-2, fastball misses inside, ball 2. And you can probably talk about a lot of positives, but a lot of negatives on opening day. But hey, you're learning. That's the thing that these players should take away from tonight. 2-2. Ground ball, roller towards second, picked up by Ringrose. The throw over to first, and the throw will be in time for out number 1. 4-3 on the ground out for the first out of the frame as Chris Ortiz goes to work now. Ortiz goes to work for his 4th appearance of the evening. Ortiz 0 for 2 with a walk so far tonight. Ortiz has had some good at-bats, but just landed right in the gloves of the Studs infield. As he goes to work now, the right-handed batter, trying to continue this game for the Rogues. 1 gone and nobody on. The Rogues trying to show some life. Only 2 runs on 4 hits as that first pitch is fouled off to the left side, strike 1. And possibly we know what's going to happen tomorrow during pregame A lot of hitting in the cages for this Rogues lineup, only able to muster up 4 runs. Johnny Alley's looking like a good candidate for player of the game. Strike one pitch on the way. Fastball mishandled by Fernandez. It escapes away from him. Ball 1. 6-2 Seattle out in front. Bottom half of inning number 9 in Medford. Lights are turned on. It's a perfect evening for baseball, but the score is not perfect for the Rogues. But you expect that for the first game of the season. 1-1. Fastball. Wave and a miss. Strike 2. And there is a reason why you play the studs this early. Because when you go in the Pacific Empire League play, when you're playing against a Healdsburg squad and a Solano squad. 1-2. That's misses inside, ball 2. 1 gone and nobody on. Bottom half of inning number 9. 6-2 Seattle out in front. You want your team to be in these situations early so it will be accustomed to when you go up against Pacific Empire League opponents in late June and July. 2-2 from Wirtz. And that's going to be fouled off. That screams behind the plate. We'll do it again. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. But Chris Ortiz is a guy right now having a good at-bat. Met him in the parking lot on Tuesday evening for the first practice. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch home from Wirtz. And that pitch is a fastball, misses outside ball 3, and the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So right now, Medford looking to get a base runner aboard as the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Can Chris Ortiz get aboard now? 3-2. And that's going to be slapped foul to that right side. Will do it again. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes in the bottom half of inning number 9. 1 gone and nobody on. Last time the Rogues had a base runner was all the way back in the bottom half of inning number 6. 3-2 from Wirtz. Downstairs, ball 4, and Chris Ortiz is able to work a 1-out walk. Bottom half of inning number 9.
Now batting the center fielder, Troy Osborne.
So now Troy Osborne goes to work right now. With 1 on and 1 gone. Studs thinking of a double play in the bottom half of inning number 9. Stay tuned for the Rogues post-game shows. Get a chance to pick our player of the game offensively and defensively. First pitch swung on. That's going to be a bouncer foul down that third base side. Strike 1. And that was a great interview with Troy. We did that yesterday. It was great. It was a lot of fun getting to talk with him about being back in Southern Oregon and also floating down the Rogue River, actually. Strike 1 pitch. And that's a strike that locates on the outside corner. Strike 2. Runner at first base. That's Chris Ortiz. Copeland will hold the runner. Oh, 2. That's an off-speed pitch that Osborne chases, and he'll go back to the dugout. His second strikeout of the evening. 2 gone and 1 on in the bottom half of inning number 9. As Isaac Hill goes to work right now, hitless on the evening. Isaac Hill will go to work right now, the right-handed batter, the final hope for the Medford Rogues. The first baseman of Copeland will not hold on to the runner of Ortiz. First pitch on the way, and Ortiz is going to scamper towards second. And the Rogues are only 180 feet away from scoring. 6-2. Seattle out in front against the Medford Rogues. Game 1 of this 4-game series. Game 2 will continue tomorrow at 6:35. Pre-game show at 6:20. 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses outside ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike in the bottom half of inning number 9. 6-2 Seattle out in front. 1-1. Curveball misses inside ball 2. Two and 1 from Wirtz. Fastball misses up and out, ball 3. And now Isaac Hill is ahead, 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 from Mortz. Fastball, wave and a miss, strike 2, and the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bottom half of inning number 9. And the Rogues are down to their final strike. The bottom half of inning number 9. 6-2 Seattle out in front. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Fastball, wave and a miss, strike 3. And that's the ball game. Back-to-back Ks for the reliever P.J. Mortz. And Seattle takes game 1 6-2 against your Medford Rogues. Seattle 6 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. Medford 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. As the Rogues will fall to 0-1 on the season, as Seattle will improve to 1-0 on this 2025 summer collegiate season. Rogues postgame show coming up right after the break. Rogues fall in the first game of the season, 6-2. More after this. Rogues baseball on the Rogues Streaming Network.
Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's Pizza supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes,
Parents,
community members.
anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
It's another season of Rogues baseball at Harry and David Field. Catch every great play and hit all season long. Get your tickets at medfordrogues.com. We'll see you at the ballpark this summer.
First game in the books for your Medford Rogues as your Rogues fall to the Seattle Studs in game 1 of this 4-game series, 6-2 on opening night 2025. My name is Brian Welch of the Rogues Streaming Network, and a welcome to the Rogues postgame show. It was all looking good for Medford until they ran into the top half of inning number 8, and the Studs of Seattle able to put a 6 spot in the frame, and that was it for the Studs. Studs able to score all 6 runs. The top half of inning number 8, the runaway with this one, 6-2 against your Medford Rogues as your Rogues fall to 0-1 on this 2025 season, as they'll continue this 4-game series tomorrow with Game 2 at 6:35. And don't forget, it is the first fireworks show of the season as Medford will look to get themselves back in the win column. As take a look at what happened throughout the whole entire game, as it was a Dylan Finelli 1-2-3 inning to begin the first, and then the Rogues in the bottom half of inning number 1 able to score their first run off a fielder's choice that drove in Johnny Alley for the first run of 2025 as they went to the second inning, as Dylan Finelli only gave up 2 hits, but able to get himself out of that jam with that strikeout and a pair of flyouts. Got another strikeout in the third, and he got a pair of strikeouts in the fourth, a pair of strikeouts in the fifth, a pair of strikeouts. Actually, my apology, got a pair of strikeouts there, as he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 good strikeouts so far. I should say, actually, yes, 7 strikeouts. Let's take a look at the book. 7 strikeouts, touchdown of strikeouts for Dylan Finelli for his first start in a Medford Rogues uniform tonight at Harry and David Field. As the Rogues offense struggled to get runs across the plate, only time able to score runs was in the first and the fifth, but offense was pretty limited throughout the whole entire game for opening night 2025, but the Rogues offense will try to rebound tomorrow as they continue the 4-game series tomorrow at 6:35, pregame show at 6:20. Let's pick our offensive and defensive players of the game before we let you go on the Rogues Streaming Network. And defense, you got to give it to the king of Berkeley himself, Dylan Finelli, able to strike out 7 batters, able to go 5 innings strong, having only given up 3 hits, no runs, no errors, no walks, which that is pretty important, but able to have a touchdown of strikeouts. Good job by Dylan Finelli. But watch out for Johnny Alley, right fielder tonight for the Rogues. was able to reach on an error in the first, but a triple. But his offense and how he's swinging the bat is pretty impressive so far. A lot of things to expect from Johnny Alley as this season moves on. So Johnny Alley is our offensive player of the game, and our defensive player of the game is Dylan Finelli from Occidental College. 7 strikeouts on the night, able to go 5 innings strong. So it is Finelli as our defensive player of the game and Johnny Alley as our offensive player of the game. Game 2 of this 4-game series continues tomorrow at 6:35. Pregame show at 6:20 from Harry and David Field as the Rogues look to get their first win of 2025. For everyone here who has put this broadcast together, Brian Woach saying goodbye. Have a good evening. Repeating the final score from Harry and David Field in Medford, Oregon. It's the Seattle Studs taking Game 1 of the series 6-2 against your Medford Rogues. We'll see you tomorrow at 6:20. Thank you so much for watching and listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogues Streaming Network.